night. Welcome to another Sports Frenzy podcast. And from you see us on a Monday, from you see football play on a weekend, you know that we're here for EPL review. And also tonight we'll be also looking forward to the UCL because you know that the last group fixture will be played this week, so we have to look forward to those as well because some interesting games are on. And well, with me tonight, I have Kim's man said that I warned you all. That is hashtag for tonight.
Mhm.
Um, we have the team viewer himself, Mr. Shakes. Welcome to the podcast once again, boss. And we also have the man who call himself Demo Guru. And what he have as caption?
Kochiji.
Clutchiji. So I guess that got refers to Origi. But
Uh,
Ryan, I need to join the podcast soon, man, because we don't
yeah,
want to go back to any game whatsoever. We just
yeah,
want to
man.
start it right where it is. And we're not going to look any further than start off with West Ham beating Chelsea by 3 goals to 2. I don't care what anyone to say. Yes, Masuaku never meant that to go in as a shot. He himself said it. It was just a gamble and it worked and they paid off. And this season so far, David Moyes has beaten Pep. He has also beaten Klopp, and he has now beaten Tuchel. Now, if you look at the game itself, West Ham they did fairly well in the first half. I mean, Chelsea dominated position overall, and they missed quite a few opportunities. But when the second half came, you saw that he switched his formation. That's David Moyes. He switched the formation, and from there on in, you notice that West Ham themselves started to play better. Jared Bowen has been very good, and I remember some conversation way back whenever from he was in championship. Dean and I had that conversation. We're saying that he's a good player, but just hope that a team that plays quality football will get him, and it's proven his worth. Um, Pablo Fornals like that player. I don't know why, but from he was at Villarreal, I just gravitate towards him. But without further ado, going to start with Kems on this one. I remember Kems they beat Chelsea a lot, said that they lack that killer instinct. What are you on tonight?
Well, the new name I have for Chelsea is Possession FC because every game that they play, they outpossess the team. Let us talk about, Demo. I like that Demo is on the show tonight because Demo always tells me about facts. You bring your facts, you bring your numbers. So I'm going to bring my numbers, and I'm so sorry that Ryan isn't here because Ryan tell me that. Sheikh said it as well. But Ryan is a Chelsea fan. Ryan tell me that, oh, them outplay Manchester United, and oh God, the amount of corners I see Chelsea taking, and not until the 80th minute Manchester United finally get a corner and all them something there. I would say at the end of the day is a resource business within them. Is within a resource business and so. All right. So I was just looking at the stats from the game because I watched the game, and obviously West Ham. I know you guys said that Chelsea got chances, right? However, I believe that West Ham, especially in that second half, got way more chances. I see Antonio get a breakaway, and I think he passed it into Bowen, and I think Bowen missed that one or miskicked that one or something like that. And I see there were some other chances around. So I think the game could have easily end 5-2, 5-3, whatever the case may be. But I just want to say this, right? So Chelsea had 63.8% possession, West Ham had 36.2, right? Chelsea took 19 shots and 7 on target. Against Manchester United, they took 24 shots and 7 on target, right? But I told you guys that West Ham never lose a home game from October 2021, of course. And I'm not telling, oh, that are just around the road. That can change any point in time. And I say, West Ham hasn't really been playing well, but I know, within this derby, I know that, Chelsea, after that disappointing performance against Watford, I just felt that, they couldn't beat West Ham. I thought that the game was going to be drawn, to be honest, but I just know that they couldn't get all 3 points from West Ham. One thing I want to add to it, and Levon, I see a post it about Lukaku, and Tuchel come out and he said it's his fault, right? He said it is my fault because Lukaku is not ready to play 45 minutes. Okay, no problem. So how many minutes is Lukaku ready to play? And I guess the Chelsea fans in the comment section can let me know. Because he came on against Manchester United, he played 10 minutes there. He was absolutely atrocious. He came on against Watford, he played 21 minutes there. He was absolutely horrible. And then he came on against West Ham and played 45 minutes, and he was just embarrassing, right? So where can Lukaku play? Probably not to play 0 minutes. Probably I'm just not ready for play yet. I really don't know. I hope the Chelsea fans can help me with that. But, Demo tell me he's a champions elect. Shakes tell me he's a champions elect. Ryan tried to do,
Thank
a
God he's
little.
here. He's
Oh,
here,
here
man.
he. Oh, here he
What
is.
me,
Welcome, boss. Yes. So, so these guys tell me that they are champions elect, but all I'm seeing is just, I tell you before, look at I know we're going to talk about the Liverpool game, but when you are a champion elect team, you find ways to win. You dig out victories. You dig out victories when you're supposed to draw. You dig out victories when you're supposed, or you dig out draws when you're supposed to lose. So those are the things that champion elects. Champion elect. And I think right now Chelsea is just the third best team in the English Premier League. And hey, the way I see Manchester United going, Chelsea might be the fourth best team.
Boss,
But we'll
boss.
get on that later
Easy,
on.
easy, easy. All right. Before I move to my other panelists, I'm just going to shout out to the people in the comment section. So I see Shanila Ellis, Fabri Frano, Michelle, Shem Jack, so Rodan on Facebook. I don't know why Shake's in the comment section. This man love the comment section even when he's on the show. I see Aldan, Pepe Paul, Janai, Jason, um, Raman Robinson, Adrian Nicholson. Big up on yourself, man. So Ryan, I'm glad that you're joining because why? What? As a matter of fact, I don't think you're going to say anything. What happened to your team on Saturday?
um, one of those things in football. What we are 15 games through the season, 40% of the season complete. This is the first game Chelsea has conceded more than one goal. All other teams in the league have done that. We just happen to lose on this day when we score more than one goal. It just happened. It was what else I must say about it. I don't know what Kem's laughing about. Kem's predicted Chelsea to lose 10 out of the
Listen,
15 games so far.
that's that's
I get
and
one right.
And and Ryan, we have already proved that to be absolute rubbish, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Oh,
On
how
the
we put
show,
that?
and Demo wasn't here on Friday, so let me just refresh everybody's memory. On the show, you said this is going to be, and I'm paraphrasing, because I don't remember exactly what you said, but basically you say it's going to be a 2-0 victory. The
Mhm.
Watford game was just one of those bad games. We're going to bounce back in this derby, and we're going to totally outclass West Ham and win 2-0 and keep another clean
Chelsea
sheet.
played better against West Ham than they played against Watford.
So that's a moral victory you're going to go with.
No, it's not a moral
That's
victory. You said I said that I said that we are going to play better than we play against Watford. So
no,
I'm
no,
pointing out to
no,
you that
no,
we,
no.
we
That's all you heard I
actually.
said. That's all you heard I said. Okay, let me repeat for you.
What else did you
You
say?
you said Chelsea is going to win 2-0, right?
Mm-hmm.
What West Ham is not going to score. That's number one. And I challenged you on that, and I said, "Hey, West Ham is at home, I'm warning you about West Ham, You said that
Yeah, you
don't
did.
matter. You said that don't matter. That don't matter to us. Watford game was just one of those games. We're going to totally outclass West Ham. So that's what I
I don't
wanted to
recall saying
address.
that part.
No, well, I
I
paraphrase. I don't
recall
remember
saying
your
that
word.
West Ham. I recall saying that West Ham is going to put up a very good fight.
All right, boss. All right. Hey, Levon, what we're gonna do? Starting this Friday,
No,
we're
you
gonna
can't.
get on.
No. It just what the thing record. You can't find it.
No, no, hold on, no. We're starting this Friday. We're gonna start get one man, video man, to start crop out them little parts where people talk about, and we replay them
No,
on the
you
show so
actually
that.
can't. No, what you can do, Kems, is
Uh-huh.
do what me do some of the time. Download the episodes, have them by your phone, and have the snippets.
Yeah,
No,
man.
no more.
I've seen Demo did it. Just cut out that part of the video.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
It's easy to do in a Kems. I need to do just go on YouTube
Uh-huh.
and I think you're going to see scale. There's a part on YouTube that says scale.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to starting
So
this
it's
Friday, I'm gonna do it.
very easy. You
Cause
can accompany program and play.
all right, for sure.
Yep. But
The,
Shakes,
the,
I want to ask you this question. Romelu Lukaku. I hear the Chelsea fans trying to make an excuse, they beat Jadon Sancho and cool. Jadon Sancho deserve the beating. But Romelu Lukaku, $100 million striker, played in EPL for years. 907 minutes of football this season and only 3 goals to show for it. How do you explain that?
33.33333 million. That's how you explain it. But that's what it's divided into. 100 million divided by 3, 33 million per goal. That's a
This
hefty
is a
sum.
finish.
Huh?
This is a finish.
Exactly.
No. Hold on. No. That's a
No,
hefty
because
sum.
that's only makes sense.
Hold on. No. That's a
Have you
hefty
beat to the
sum.
argument here?
You never let me finish. That's a hefty sum to pay when you've basically arrived at 1/3 of the season. Now, mark you, he can improve, right, in terms of the number of goals scored, right? Ryan, don't mind me making fun of Lukaku right now. You know why? Because at the start of the season, as in when Levon was asking the roundtable question, who we had to pick as the Golden Boot winner, my pick was actually Lukaku. So you see me talking about Lukaku now? Like the man has shamed me right now, right? Because I picked him to score over 25 goals in the Premier League season. Why? Because based on last year, they created so many chances and just did not have a finisher. Now, I've always said Lukaku is a small team bully. Ask any Manchester United fan, I used to be on that year after year when he was there, right? But if you watch how Chelsea played last season, they created numerous chances, just never have a finisher. So I expected him to come up with some goals, right? Not to be decisive in the biggest games against the best teams, because for me, no matter how many goals him score, whether in Italy or for Belgium, Lukaku is just not that guy, right? He's
You're
just
not
not.
straight.
He's just not that guy. I know a world-class talent versus a man that can just score goals, right? So anyway, that's what you wanted to ask Levon in terms of Lukaku. You can
Yeah,
factor
but
in finishing.
Shakes, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm
Factor
just
in
going to go back to
finishing.
Kems. I'm
Yeah.
going to go back to Kems for a minute. So, Kems, you remember when Dima came on the same podcast and said that when we were going to start up this conversation about Sancho? Up to this point, Dima never said the season never finished yet. So, I don't know why Dima tried about it and said the season not finished yet. You guys say,
Hold on. So we did have the Sancho conversation, or no? We till him
No,
score 2 goals in the start hype him up.
What
no,
you talking about?
No.
Did we have a Sancho
We have a
conversation?
conversation
Demo.
about Sancho.
Don't try that. Don't try that, Demo.
When did we have a Sancho conversation?
Don't try that, Demo. Because
We don't wait till Sancho score 2 goals in the start hype. Like
Oh,
what the
come
big
on,
deal
man.
about now?
no.
Sancho do nothing
Demo,
amazing.
nice try. No.
Well, I know
Because
Sancho do
even
nothing
other day,
amazing.
even other day, I
Did
came on the
Sancho
show
do anything
and
amazing?
I said that Sancho deserved his beating.
Yes, so what the problem?
Right? So why is
So
it
why are
now
you- so why are
that
you
we
trying
are
to- you're
beating
trying to-
Lukaku and you are going to say the season of finish?
No, because I'm saying no. This what Sancho do now if we don't beat him still. I don't understand why we go overboard like so the man has been
No problem
spectacular.
beating the player, Demo, but the mere fact that you're going to utter the words, but the season of finish Lukaku. So what?
No.
exactly.
First of all, I didn't say that. Ryan said that I'm agree because the season
Well,
is done.
but at the
Basically, say the
same
same
thing.
thing, brother.
No. Hold on. This is where you always do them something. Yeah. Sheikh said I said something. I did not say that. May I
All right, you
clarify
agree.
that for the
All right.
public? I agree
You
with
agree
Ryan.
with-
So yeah, Sheikh do them something all the time. Like you want to say things when I say. So I just
So
want
you
to put it
agree
out
with
there.
it?
Ryan said that. I'm gonna say exactly.
Dimo, you shoot yourself, Dimo, because
Zine?
you're in
No.
agreement with the statement. When you're in
Jesus
agreement with the
Christ,
statement, that
brother.
means you're
On the
shit.
head
No,
so tough,
agreeing and saying something are two different something
Like,
still.
No, but
on the
then I
head
get what
tough.
you're saying, though.
Ryan, it's the same
If
meaning.
me agree, if you say
Jesus
something
Christ.
and me agree with you, and somebody say Ryan said that, I did not say it.
Exactly.
I
Like,
only agree with what was said.
All right. So since as you guys want to get technical, let me rephrase it.
Wow, I don't mean say like
Ryan,
so
hold on,
Levon,
shake. So let me rephrase it. So Ryan said that the season is not finished as yet, and Demon nodded his head in agreement with Ryan, which obviously
exactly.
means that Demon
That-
shares the same opinion as Ryan.
So what's the big deal now? What the argument about? Because the season not done yet for Sancho either, but me still a beat Sancho, and the season not done for
That's why
Lukaku
you
either,
can't
who's just
tell
coming
people
back
not to
from
beat
injury.
Lukaku. You can't tell say
No,
don't
but-
beat Lukaku. You're saying
But
that
who
this
said
is
who? No, who say enough for beat
that's how
Lukaku?
you came across, young man.
But yes, you just assume things and make up narratives for yourself. Oh no, me not
You don't
talk about
understand. You don't
Lukaku.
understand what going here, sir.
Exactly,
What
like what
we
them
are
a talk
talking about?
about.
What you mean? What are you not understanding
Oh
there?
no, me no mention Lukaku. Me no get a chance to talk. The man that said this is how me come across, all because me say exactly. One word me say since we come on the street.
It
Exactly.
means that you're in agreement with the man, boss.
Boss,
Exactly.
boss.
Only has
Wait,
one
just
meaning,
tell me
Demo.
when I my time for talk, yeah, brother.
All right. So you see, going forward, Levon, since there are going to be technicalities on the show for when certain things are said, it's
Yeah.
best you ask everybody individually. Do you agree with what Ryan is saying? Do you agree with what Kems is saying? Do you agree with what Demo is saying? Do you agree with what
This is
Team Viewer is
ridiculous.
saying?
Boss,
This is
we are
ridiculous.
major over minor things right now. Just talk about
No,
the game,
come
brother.
on, man.
All right. So
Demo, hold on there. So Demo, you remember when I tell you about integrity, right? Remember we have this talk about the integrity on the show.
We want to
The,
talk about football, not
no,
integrity.
you know,
That we
but
want to talk about,
the
brother.
thing is, I know you are the host for on a cricket show this, so you have to be
Oh,
quiet. You have to make the host tell me when to shut up, right? So we talk about integrity on this show, right? And we want it to have take integrity. So when you're giving your takes, when you're giving your opinions, we want integrity. So if you're going to say exactly and agree with Ryan that the season is over, you can't talk about Sancho then because we want to wait till the season over and then we analyze everybody on a whole. That's all we want. So we want the integrity from you, Demo, to do that as well. Not because you like Lukaku, not because you pick Lukaku, say, boy, he's a big striker or whatever, make you feel like say you can come up here so and just say, okay, the season is over yet. No, it have to be consistent across the board. We want opinion, integrity. That's what we want. Go ahead, Levon.
all right, Demo, you can go ahead and talk about Chelsea.
yeah. So let me just say this. For this Sancho Lukaku thing, I don't know what this is about. Sancho still I get beaten from me regardless of the season of finish. Lukaku is just coming back from injury and he has already scored 3 goals this season. I don't know what the big is Alabalu is about. I don't know what it's about. For the game now, I thought that mistakes cost Chelsea the game. Obviously that Mendy, well, I don't know if Ryan want to blame Jorginho or Mendy. For me, Mendy for just kick with the ball. Um,
Mendy.
yeah, exactly. And that was a big error. And sure, errors happen in football all the time. But I think for the past 2 games, the Man U game, it was Jorginho for Sancho breakaway. And then this with Mendy. I mean, West Ham, I suffered the same fate as a Liverpool fan. And they killed us with set pieces. It wasn't so. I thought Bowen was good on the day. And Antonio, he was a thorn again. He was, even though he never scored, he was really a handful for the Chelsea defenders and stuff. So yeah, I thought they deserved the win. The Masawaku thing is a freak of nature goal. I don't know if it deflect. I don't know how the ball dips so fast. I don't know what happened. We just see him try to kick the ball and it flying at the net. So West Ham, they are very good. I think I don't know if the hosts have the stats right now, but it seemed like Chelsea are wobbly in the last 5 games. I don't know what the stats are in terms of points where them pick up in the last 5 games, but
I think it was
think a
two.
2
The
points.
last 4 before that game, so it would have been 2 wins, 2 draw, 1 loss.
2 wins, 2 draw, 1 loss. So what that 8 points from 5.
I know
Something like
we're 20 out of the, yeah, well, yeah, 2 wins, 2. So that's 8 out of,
yeah. So
yeah,
but
and I think we're in a 6 game unbeaten run, 6 game winning streak, and then the draw, and then the win, the draw, and the win, and then the loss.
yeah, so it's a little wobbly right now, but me no get the big halabaloo where comes a come me say champions like teams not plan for lose games throughout the season. Chelsea
No,
are still the champions elect for me, and not because they lose 1 game means them now go win the title. That's
no,
all.
but Demo, when I say it's not because they lose one game, but it's more a testament to how they're playing versus their competition. As I said before, Liverpool is playing better football than them. Manchester City is playing better football than them. And I think Manchester City now take over the lead, if I remember correctly. I think Manchester City take over the lead, and normally, as you were the one who alluded to it. So when City lost against Crystal Palace, they can go 13, 14 game win streak. And then they seem like that is the run that they're on right now. So all I am saying is that Chelsea is not playing convincingly enough. We know this is the EPL, and we know you can lose game, draw game, whatever the case may be. But they're just not convincing me. They're not looking like champions to me right now. But we'll see.
But Kems, I
Alright.
heard you said something when I just came on the show that I don't agree with. You said that
Oh,
Chelsea don't know how to dig out wins. That's not true because we have done so this season. Brentford comes to mind. Watford comes to mind. I think there were two other games. Don't remember them often that happened. But we have won games that we were not playing that well in. Just like how City win two games where they were not play all that well in. Just like how Liverpool win a couple of games where they not play all that well in. So what you're saying about Chelsea not doing that
all right.
is not exactly true.
All right. So what I was saying, Ryan, if it was Chelsea versus Wolves, Chelsea not getting those 3 points. That's my opinion. Yeah, you can't.
No,
That's just
I
my
mean,
opinion.
yeah,
Whether
I
right
know
or
that.
wrong, that's my opinion. Right?
I know that.
Still say
You had
Chelsea,
Chelsea to lose 10. If your predictions had come true, Chelsea the
and
fight relegation right now.
and that is not
So
true. You're lying. That's an absolute lie.
if I go back for your
Because
predictions, you see that.
yep, Lebanon
Alright.
of them. He knows.
Hey, Levon, can I say one quick thing about Chelsea? So
Shoot your shot.
in terms of the results that Chelsea have got since Tuchel came in to coach the team, if you it also happened to Real Madrid when they won the Champions League. Basically, after the Champions League, when the season started, they weren't so hot, right? Going into the Christmas period, right? Chelsea can actually, if they stay right there, because their squad is so big, if everybody comes back fit, they literally can mount another January/February to May/June run and still end up winning the title, right? They just have to be right there.
Okay.
Going into December. You have to factor in that. Listen, they were under a lot of pressure since Tuchel came in, right? In some ways, people would say Chelsea have overachieved,
Nah.
right? Yes, some people would say that. Yes, Levon.
Yeah, you have
Probably
Come
people
Ryan.
on,
that
Probably Ryan
shakes,
alone will
shakes.
say
You have
that.
people that will say that, but if you're a football thinker,
Levon.
someone that analyze
Nobody
football
had Chelsea
properly,
to win the Champions League last year. Not even Chelsea fans.
Not even me. I
actually
didn't.
some did.
I didn't.
Come
I
on.
can tell you that. I can tell you that. And
That's a
Josh,
minority.
the producer, can tell you that. From a longer while out, there's a specific post of
From
Mark Bryan.
Lampard was there.
Hold on, Mark Bryan from long way out. He has been saying
Yeah.
that Chelsea will win.
Yeah, some
He said
people
it to
just say
us.
things, boss.
No man, he legit believed it. The man
When
even going to
Lampard when Lampard was there.
the man even went to an extent of explaining it. The man said, "Yo, Chelsea wasn't playing good in the league, but if you look even in the Champions League on Lampard, they were playing well, and I can't deny that
Yeah,
because
I think they won five.
he won the
They won
European
five
Yeah,
of
Champions
the
League.
six.
but they still weren't favorites to win the Champions League.
But Shakes, you're saying favorites. You said nobody had Chelsea to win. I mean, I'm debunking that by saying that guy
All right,
did.
one man.
But what chicks don't realize is that generally the favorites for Champions League, a lot of them don't normally win either.
Facts.
It's always a team out for the lose.
Yeah,
Facts.
but you know that Chelsea would have been like wide left field last year winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get what you're saying still.
Yeah.
But to the people in the comment section asking about why we not beat Kane, Habba, and all those people, I'm talking about Lukaku. If you want to go and beat those people, go and beat them. I am debating who I want to debate about. Don't come bring in other people. Okay? Let's move on. Next up, we saw Newcastle finally getting a double in the bank over Burnley. And I'm going to start with Shakes on this one because Shake said, boy, no matter how, Burnley cannot escape the
Cannot.
job.
All right.
So, Shakes, floor is all yours.
All right. So let me just start by saying I picked the goal scorer, Callum Wilson, but I actually had him at the double. I actually thought they would have won 3-1, but guess what? I knew that Newcastle would win. Burnley, for me, atrocious football, right? I don't know what is going on at that club. As I said, sometimes, yes, people might say that, okay, you have worked well with a coach over the years, but guess what? Sometimes you need new ideas coming into the team, right? And for me, Sean Dyche's time is up. and it will be up come the end of the holiday period. So yes, this is his last few weeks in charge of Burnley. But anyway, Newcastle, they were excellent on the day. Team was
Excellent.
organized. Go again.
Excellent.
Yeah. As in
Oh,
based on where they're coming from.
okay. Got it.
Yeah. Remember its
Got it.
context.
Got it.
They were bad. So they were actually excellent against Burnley in terms of the
They're
setup.
excellent on a scale.
Go again?
They're excellent on a scale.
Exactly, right? But in terms of dominance in the game, they were the dominant team. Yeah, Burnley had more possession, but Burnley literally did nothing with the possession. They only had one shot on target, if I remember correct. Right? It was all Newcastle in the game, right? Yeah, I think it's Kem's favorite player, John Joe Shelby. Yeah, he might want to elaborate on him. But yeah, as in the Newcastle midfield did much more in the game than than Burnley's midfield. And Burnley away from home has never ever really been any great team. They're better at home. So this was the right game for Newcastle, as I said, to get their first victory. So good win for them. As I said, Newcastle staying up because you can't be the richest club in the world and be playing in the championship. Burnley heading all the way down.
All right, before I move over to Demo, I'm just going to read this comment from Gio. Gio saying that Newcastle have to try stay up because with that big takeoff, they can end up in championship. That would be rough. I don't think Newcastle will end up down there. I think Eddie Howe will do a good job with them and they'll escape the drop. But Demo, your take on the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think Sheikh said everything that needed to be said. I thought that Newcastle were the dominant force. The only thing I disagree with is that Burnley is going down. I think Burnley has enough. I think Sean Dyche will have enough to stay up. They just need a decent run of fixtures to stay up. And with the addition of Corney, like I said, he's already got 5 goals already in the Premier League. I think that's the X factor that they needed to change things up. Newcastle just found the manager bounce this time with Eddie Howe fully there and in charge of the boys and stuff. So he got more time out with them in the training and all of that stuff. And obviously, I know Kim's a good talk about John just said because he ran that midfield. He really dictated and yeah, he's stringing those passes. So, you know. I mean, me not need to talk about John Shelby. I know his quality from years ago. So I'll let Kims take over.
All right, so Kims, I don't really want you to talk about John Shelby now because we already know about what he has been producing since Eddie was taking over. Now, who I wanted to touch on, and this is someone that you have been paying keen attention to for however long Dima mentioned his name, Alan St. Maximin. How did he play in that game?
All right, so Newcastle. I mean, he was lively. He was lively in the game. He was very lively, and I think Newcastle on a whole. If you watch that game, you wouldn't really be able to tell that Newcastle is in the relegation battle. Because they came out positive. That was one thing, and that Nick Pope guy, who them said they want to be England keeper. I don't know if Ryan still wants him to be England keeper, but that Nick Pope guy, that's. And then sometimes I say in football it's better to be lucky than good. Sometimes the ball does drop that way. But I believe Newcastle was lively. I believe St. Maximum was lively. He was doing his regular thing, taking on players, and he was actually successful, in a couple of those. But as Dima said, John, I don't. That's why I asked his name, Steve Bruce, who was there before. Yeah, that's why they had to kick Steve Bruce out of town because that man had Jandro counting nails in the bench. I don't know how you can see a footballer like that and have that man counting nails. I want that man over Aston Villa so bad, to boost up that midfield. But why are you making up your face?
To be frank, Kims, he could have justified benching him because John Shelby wasn't playing good. It wasn't.
Yeah, he has
and
a lot
he
of
has
patches.
a discipline.
Yeah, he has a lot of patches, Kims. I won't lie. He has so many patches.
But then, Shakes, if we really take a look at Newcastle on a whole, we can pick a handful of probably 3 players who don't have as much patches. A lot of players on the team has patches, everywhere. So, But I just think a player like Shelby, I think he's the type of player, especially for a Newcastle team. If he was playing for Liverpool or Chelsea or one of those teams, then different story. But I think as a player at Liverpool, that man name have to be one of the first names they jot down on the sheet. You know, Callum Wilson, Jandra Shelby, and then probably Saint Maximin and those players after that, right? But it was a very inspired performance. Newcastle needed those, as I guess you guys were saying, it's a 6-pointer or something like that. Yeah, so Newcastle needed that. Burnley needed it too, but Burnley never showed up to the party. Burnley take the personality from their manager, and what is
Focus, man.
Jason. Move like a KC brother, Jason.
All
When
right.
KC was right now.
Go ahead, Ryan.
All right. Someone was asking in the comment section if that goal, because they have seen goals like that shocked off. Yes, we have seen goals like that shocked off. I remember one such goal. I think it was in Nations League. Demo, you would remember when Dia went for the ball and came down and hit Welbeck and the ball fell out and Welbeck scored. For me, that was a goal, and it was the same thing that happened Saturday. That the goalkeeper came down on the opposing player and lost the ball.
So
it was
not to go back to the Alisson one and thing that's still good. That it's still legit.
You tell me.
But just go on.
Which one are you talking about?
The West Ham one, boss, with the
Agban, listen.
Anyway, may I stick to the script? Yeah, so I remember that when that happened with the Dia and the Welbeck situation, I said that was a legit goal and the ref should have let it stay. They didn't. So yes, we have seen goals like that chalked up before. For me, the ref got this decision right because the goalkeeper had the ball and he came down in the player. The player did not back into him. He stood his ground and he came down in him and lost the ball. And Newcastle took advantage of the situation and got the goal. So legit goal for me. I didn't see much of the game outside of the highlights, so I can't really comment on much otherwise from that. Just wanted to address that comment.
Oh, you know that I just realized what you were saying, Ryan, because I was wondering about which other incident, but I realized that is the goal that you're actually talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't an incident, really. So
well, it was an incident because it contributed to the goal.
People were saying that it shouldn't have been a goal?
Yeah, someone in this comments asked. I was answering it.
Oh, okay. All
right. So next up was Southampton taking on Brighton, and this time I'm going to start with Ryan because Chelsea fans have been singing the praises of Armando Broja, and particular commenter come here every night so that we have a podcast about EPL and also sing the praises of Neil Maupay for whatever reason. This man rate Neil Maupay highly, and he was the one on hand again to get them out of a dundrum that they were about to go down. Talk about your boy Broja first, Ryan, then you talk about Maupay.
Talk about Maupay? We're not going to talk about Maupay.
Talk about Maupay. Maupay has scored 2 games success.
Bad player who scored 2 late goals. That's it.
Yeah, man. Give the man a props.
No, I mean
props?
The man is a bad player. Okay, fine. They must score a couple goals. They must score the goals them when they did the score before.
Okay.
Bro, is a good young player coming up. He should have been starting from. I don't know why they're persisting with Armstrong so much, but he should have been starting.
Stop hating on Adam Armstrong.
Armstrong is not that good. Armstrong was good when he was in the England youth team setup. From that, it's not everybody. It's like it always not every sprinter matriculate to the big time. It's not every footballer who are good at the youth level can matriculate to big money.
Armstrong was the leading goal scorer for Blackburn. And he was on fire coming into the Premier League.
Exactly. And Armstrong is like a Solanke. Very good at youth level, very good in the championship. But when it comes to serious football, them can't cut it. Or haven't managed to cut it as yet. Yeah, because they're still youngish. So yeah, I think Bora should get a chance at it. Now, given that he has scored when it mattered, when they put him on the field and the chance presents itself, he has managed to put them away. Unlike, as I said, Armstrong has gotten a whole host of chance this season
Mhm.
and missed
Yeah, that's true.
a handful of them.
But you know that your boy could have found the winner for Southampton because he got a easy opportunity to score and bush it.
Who that?
Broja, you got a chance that should have been buried as well. And he fluffed his line. I was watching the game and the commentators were singing his praises right throughout. And then as they always say,
Commentator curse.
cheers, and he missed it. But
Commentator curse.
yeah. So Demo, I'm going to move across to you now. For some, and I cannot stop saying it. For some weird reason, Kems at Southampton going down, but Southampton just keep on getting those nagging points here and there and climbing up the ladder. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much teams games have going down. I remember all of them because probably every week is a different team. I'm not sure, but Southampton definitely has enough to stay up as well. I think that they are above the three teams that will go down. Like the Watford will go down, Norwich will go back down, and somebody else. But it's not Southampton. I think, especially with the coach that they have, they will turn it around. They always seem to put up fights in games. Sometimes probably 2 seasons back them pick up some nine and some big scores, and then they bounce back the game after and they put up a decent fight even after hammering. I think Southampton just need to continue play. I think the fixture lists haven't been kind to them either. So once they get teams very close to them level, and I think that they'll pull out more points and have enough to steal. Just because of the manager, the quality that they have, and I don't know what's happening to Ward-Prowse in terms of the goal scoring this season, but I think that he needs to step up a bit more and be a bigger influence in the
He has
Southampton.
not got
Basically,
much free kick.
from the failed move to Aston Villa.
It's just weird to see him not
You don't
perform.
get much free kick, man.
Yeah, but not. I mean, I wasn't just a free kick man for Ward-Prowse. He actually plays and dictate games at times. It's really passing.
If I am not watching the game and my phone go off, I'm look at Mr. Southampton score. I Mr. James Ward-Prowse, Mr. Moore after the free kick and score this time. That's my immediate thinking, a free kick.
Yeah, that's true, or a penalty. But yeah, I think Southampton will have enough to stay up.
Okay. And Shakes, I said, Kems have the money ready up for you come 2022. Because
correct.
not looking so bossy for Kems right now,
Well, hold on. How is it not looking bossy? You act like Southampton is at 10th or 11th or 12th. Like Southampton is literally just above the relegation zone. And
Uh-huh.
this is more an indictment against Brighton than it is positive for Southampton. And this is why the fans are booing Brighton. I mean, I know it was played at Southampton, but this is why the Brighton fans are booing because once again they're not playing when they're playing weaker oppositions. It's like I don't know. It's like they play down to their competition. I'm not really sure that goal when Marpe score. I guess I feel kind of golden there. Because if somebody did square it and put it on him head, me sure him I miss it. If them square it and put it on him foot, me sure him I miss it. So I feel kind of golden there. But I am like watching this game, I am even more convinced that Southampton going down. So right now it's going to be, I already said, Southampton,
Norwich.
who else? No,
You said
which
Norwich.
Norwich?
Man, have
Norwich,
Norwich a stay up, boss. But tell you
Norwich,
every week
Norwich,
it change.
no, Norwich will stay up. What I said, I
Him
say
say
I Norwich stay.
Leeds and
Yeah,
Burnley.
I know. No, I think we
No,
have
it
Leeds
was not
first.
Burnley.
Listen,
We
boss.
have
Kems has a lot of team going down. Kems has Southampton, Watford, Leeds, Brentford.
Brentford.
no Watford staying up. Watford staying up.
Yeah,
Chelsea.
yeah. You had Brentford going down.
Yo,
Listen,
yo,
the most important thing, Levon, is that we remember Southampton,
And
and
Brentford.
that is where the money is at.
No, Shakes.
For
It's
PPR.
actually two. Southampton for you, Brentford for me. Remember
I
it.
know. Right?
Southampton, Brentford, and who is the third one again?
Leeds. The man
Leeds.
just crazy.
no. I never picked Leeds at the start
Me
of the
sure
season.
remember you to
No,
Leeds.
not at the
I never
start,
at the
but
start of the
after starting
season.
for a couple
But
of games,
after
you
them
said they're
start
going
go
to go
down.
down.
You never said Leeds are go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the original show, Ryan. We're talking from the original show when just before the transfers had finished.
So it was Southampton, Brentford, and Burnley.
No, you didn't have Burnley to go
No,
down.
I never burn them. They have another team. I don't remember. Man, I watch it back and see.
You're not Burnley too, you know? That's how it goes. Is that right?
Let's move across to the next game.
What
I'm
it
going
a
to
burn?
talk to I'm going to talk to the Liverpool man now. No, I'm just going to have him elaborate on his hashtag, his name in the bracket, and go ahead and talk about the game. Just know that I want to beat Jota all day long.
Listen,
No
listen,
sense.
listen. All right, so let me just get this out the way. Let me just talk about the game for 2 seconds because this is all about the great Kochigi. Zine, first of all, coming into this game, I did not expect to win this game. I thought that this would be a draw. Wolves had not conceded for their last 3 games, and they're very tough. It was like the best attack in the league versus one of the stricter defenses in the league, and like I think they're third in terms of defensive thing there in the league. I'm like, I knew it was going to be hard because once team sit back and just sit us on the counter, we always struggle. No, man can call Traore iron balloon, but you know Samiri Traore, and not because he play for Spain. And that man gave us a warm time in the game. I don't know how much shots they had on target. I probably remember just one that Allison made look spectacular for some reason, but he was driving at our back line. He's just causing a lot of havoc on the break. Yeah? And I didn't think we were going to win. I thought it was going to be a draw game. But then, first of all, I'm going to big up Thiago. He dictated play really well. Big up Trent. He also had a great game. And, I mean, for the most part, Liverpool dominated. We created a lot of chances. One when we see Thiago string from midfield to Trent on the right-hand side, for him just passing at the goal.
That's why I was about to interrupt you and ask you what you're talking about as if Wolves played great defense. They weren't.
No. I never said them play great defense. I said coming into the game, I thought that would be the thing. And then it's like there was a other ball trying to swing on Jota head 6 yards out. And listen, I'm giving Jota a pass. Yeah, it was in birthday. It's against his former team. He was getting a lot of boost early on for some strange reason, and probably everything just get to him head. I'm gonna just say, all right, you know what, Jota, you have been amazing form. Mega give you a blight for this time. Yeah. Then I saw the man one-on-one. Well, not one-on-one. Obviously, the 2 man them run back on the line. And remember, this came from a chance that they had, and we launched it straight after that. And the keeper and Mr. Sayis collide, and then Jota was in on goal. And I'm like, pass the ball to Mane, pass the ball to Mane.
Don't pass the ball. Kick the ball in the back of the net. You never need to pass that.
And the man
easily done that.
And the man slapped the ball by the man. I'm like, no, Jota is just not ready. But I still give him a blind because I'm birthday and thing. And that's fine. And that's where I thought, yeah, that was it. Because what the left back name, Aiden Newry or whatever I'm on name.
I ignore.
The man have Salah pocketed for most of the game. I mean, like, what is happening? And then be like, oh, so Jota sell the game for Wolves. And then must see the Wolves coach could bring on Keanu Hoover. I'm gonna say, okay, Hoover come sell it for Liverpool and celebrate right down that side. And by the way, when Jota came on, let me tell you this. He was very influential in the game. And once that man gets a chance to play in Liverpool, he's always playing well when he plays as a striker. Always. May I hear an echo? Right? Always. So when I saw Salah break, I thought it was a bad touch and the ball go run away and go to play. But Salah caught up and he passed the ball to Kochigi. And he does what he's been doing all this time. He swiveled, big number 9 goal, traditional striker, does what he back to goal, turn, swivel, shoot. And this is not new to Origi. Versus Everton, 90 plus. Everybody, I hear an echo. Yeah, everybody remember that bounce with Pickford and him dinosaur arms, bounce on the thing, Origi pops up. Barcelona, 7th minute, 79 minutes, Origi took us to the Champions League finals, won it for us again. Versus Tottenham, he got the winning goal, well, win 2-0, but he got the goal on the 87th minute. And versus Wolves, it was 90 plus 4. Origi has been very good for Liverpool off the bench. And when he gets his chance to start, it's very tough. And I have to give him his props because it's very tough to stay patient with the front three that we have. Jota come in and him just overtake Origi. Right after that, he just came on like a house on fire. Jota went down, Origi went down the pecking order, and he still remained focused. And when him get him chance, him always put out his best foot and give us scores. So, like I say, I call it as a draw, but there we go. Origi won it for us, and I mean,
No, so I remember on this same podcast on Friday, Shakes was one of them. A lot of persons, I don't know if you never know about Wolves, but a lot of persons predicting 3-1 and all of them things there. And of course, I mean, every game we can talk about, well, this team get a bunch of chances, if them they take them chances, blah, blah, blah. Right? But in the full context of the game, in the grand scheme of things, Wolves defended well, right? They defended well. And the same baller the way you call Nuri or whatever, he was very good against Salah. And people were saying that, like, I don't know. I just believe when coaches are trying to save a game, I don't know. If you're going to take off a player, I not think you have to take off a defender. People were saying he was injured. I look, the man
I
looked like he
waste
could have
them, I waste
continued.
time. I
Yeah,
waste them
that looked
there.
like that could have continued for me. You could have taken off you could have taken off Jimenez. You could have taken off so many persons
And
if
it's
you want to
stupid
put
though.
on. Yeah?
I'm referring to what Demo said. You know that them trying to waste time is stupid because the referees are always going to play what that time. So
Exactly,
I think
and
this is
them a drop themselves like flies every second, especially him. Like man, they
Yeah.
left back how much time drop like 3 times.
Yeah.
But
And
carry on,
yeah,
James.
and that's my thing, right? Like, you're gonna bring on another defender, but you're not try to win the game. You're try to draw the game. So why you gonna do a straight swap substitution? Probably one can explain to me because probably me not have no sense. I'm gonna know. But may I say, okay, you take off Jimenez, for example, and then you straighten up the back line and you continue because the defender there Salah not getting a bag of free movement round the way the defender, the man onto him like white pan rice. As soon as the man come off, it's like Salah say, thank you, Lord. And as soon as the man come off, the man just get the chance and get Origi, and then that was it. So, like for Wolves, if you're gonna lose the game, nobody lose the game like that. Nobody like one of them tough thing there. When
But Kems, to be honest, doing Kems, who would have they put on to shore up the midfield or whatever? Because they were
no,
weak on the bench,
no, what I'm saying, you could have still put on that same defender, but take off an attacker.
Okay.
That's all I say. Take off an attacker because you're not trying to score. A
I
three
see
shot Wolves taking
some
up.
people in the comment section are saying that he was actually really injured.
Or they were saying that he was actually really injured.
Yeah, they're saying that he's injured. But Ryan, you look at the game itself now, and in terms of Wolves' performance, I know that they're missing Pedro Neto because Neto is the glue to this team. And boy, for some reason, Daniel Podence hasn't looked the same player since he has came back from injury. No, we thought about them. Go ahead, Ryan.
You hear me? Oh, because it is saying my mic is
You're good now,
muted.
man. You're good.
I don't know if you were hearing me. Wolves, they have been playing some good football this season. They are like the Nuna Wolves, where they were a top 6, top 7 thereabout team. So they are playing. It's like they are back to that type of Wolves now. So they are playing a tough, hard to break down type of system. And even though I had Liverpool to win bigger, it never worked out that way because Wolves are playing how I said they are playing. In that they are being tough, hard to break down, and all of that. Their forward line is not scoring goals so much as it should be doing, but that is where it is costing them in terms of the Podence, Neto, those kind of players. The Mexican who came from injury, not scoring as much as he should, but if they get that part of the game right, then there will be a better team. Once they get that part right, their midfield is still solid on their defense. But Liverpool, Origi is like Liverpool's Ole in terms of their super sub, their best super sub. Maybe it's the best super sub in Liverpool's history. right now if you were to go through their history. Because today I was going through something and they were telling all of the big goals that Origi has scored over his Liverpool career. I think he has 40 goals or something like so, Demo?
Yes, man.
About 20 of them are clutch goals.
Exactly.
Like
Clutch
the man just make a
ball.
living at being a clutch player. And this is not just from now. He's been a Liverpool player for like 7 years now.
Yep.
And like every season, barring the ones that he was loaned out, obviously he has had clutch moments.
All right, so Ryan, Fabi Frana is actually disagreeing with you. He's saying that Fairclough was a better super sub for Liverpool than this person. I don't know who's that Fairclough.
I have no idea who that
Yeah,
is.
yeah. But
Origi
if you could tell me the year, then we could maybe look at it. But in my lifetime, and from what I've heard from Liverpool players, supporters, it seems as if Origi is the answer. But you could be right.
We're young around here. We're young around here, Frano.
All right. I appreciate the people on Facebook that are tuning in, but I'd ask one favor of you. All of you that are currently on Facebook, just jump over to YouTube and like the video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so. Remember that we're trying to reach a target 1,000 by here, and we must can do that. Shakes. I was kind of getting a feedback from you. Let me see if it's good now. All right. Man City. They got a 3-1
my God, you're going to Man City.
You wanted to say something about Liverpool?
I wanted to say something about Origi.
Shoot a shot.
Yeah. So Ryan, you're wrong. Trying to compare Origi with Ole. Far superior goals to game ratio, right? 0.34. I'm just going to use their Man U versus Liverpool. 0.34, right? For Origi, it's 0.23 for his Liverpool.
I only compared one thing, the clutch.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
The clutch moments.
Yeah,
Super sub moments. Not their scoring ratio.
Right? Origi's scoring ratio for his entire club career, right, is 0.21. Right?
But that's not nothing to do with me I talk about.
No, I know.
So why you bring it up if you know?
Hold on, the boss. I already said about the Ole part, right? If you cannot tell me that a man that gives me a goal 1 in every 3 games, right, is the same as a man that gives me a goal 1 in every 4 games.
Big man, I said the man is Liverpool's version of him. The goal scoring ratio have nothing to do with anything. Has zero to do with anything at all.
Yo, Sheikh's hard for understanding the brother.
Yeah. All me I say
Hold on, so Ryan, you're telling me that there aren't players in history. See a man call a name. I don't know.
Jermaine Dufour was Tottenham super sub one time. I think Jermaine Dufour has the most goals in the Premier League as a sub. So if it was a situation where Jermaine Dufour name come up, I could use him as an example as well. It's just a comparison from a player from one club versus another in terms of clutch moments.
I don't think it is necessarily the best. And no, it is not 0.4 to 0.3. It's actually 0.34 to 0.23. Don't push it up higher.
Right, but shakes, there what? This debate one thing that I can see from a far away. The thing is that Ryan is saying that like Ole was a super sub for United and came up with clutch goals when United needed them. Origi is that.
Exactly. It's very simple.
That's it. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but let us not compare Ole with Origi.
And for me, I don't see how Ole is a legend. I just put it out there. Not for girls.
Kems, you know that I don't think they were actually comparing, but they're just saying what one was for that team, the other is.
Ryan said it.
Yeah.
Ryan said he's the Ole Manchester United version. That's exactly what he said. And I'm disagreeing with that.
Okay.
That's what I'm disagreeing.
Well, disagree.
Yeah, so I'm not disputing that he doesn't come up with moments for Liverpool like how Ole did for Manchester United, but they are not comparable.
Facts.
Even
because
though they are,
one
even though they are
because one is
even though they are
far
20 at
less
such moments, they are not comparable. Okay,
because
cool.
one is far
It's
less
okay.
efficient.
It's okay.
Okay.
Even though one have 20 odd clutch moments for Liverpool, is not comparable. Cool.
Oh, I know how much clutch goals Ole have for Man U.
Let's move on. Man City against Watford and boy, Bernardo Silva. Talk about a man on a mission, and Pep said that he's actually the best player in the Premier League. And we know that he's second best at the moment. You have to give that to Salah as the best. But City did what was expected of them. They got Watford to beat and they beat Watford. Shakes, I was going to start with you on that, so go ahead.
Boy, Bernardo Silva picking up where he left off in that game. Two brilliantly taken goals in that match. Man City, complete domination. Kems had actually predicted that Watford were going to get wiped out by Man City leading up to
I
this
said,
game.
I said, I said what? 3-0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, or
Four
more.
nil. 4-0. No, I
Or
said
more.
4-0. Yeah, 4-0.
Yeah. And it could and probably should have been that, right? Watford, they were clearly inferior in the game when you compare them with Manchester City. Manchester City just too slick for most teams right now, based on their possession, what they do with the possession. So they're actually having a lot of efficient finishing taking place right now. I know that Kims will be happy based on what we were discussing even on Friday's show, where he asked about the goal scoring form of Manchester City, right? And yeah, they keep on upping it in terms of scoring 3 goals in this game. But yeah, the man at the moment is definitely Bernardo Silva. Phil Foden though, coming back into this game and basically picking up where he left off. Can't miss out that.
Bala.
'Cause, yeah, and that is just somebody that has quality. Yes, people might say it's only Watford, but guess what? Other teams will go to Watford and they won't be as dominant as Man City were. Other teams will go to Watford and they won't win the game, right? So we just have to give credit where credit is due. So Foden was excellent in the game for me, and Sterling, he wasn't bad in this game, surprisingly.
Sterling hasn't been bad for a very long time, but hey, let us not even go there. So hey,
Sterling is
so
some easy chance, man, in the game since season.
I remember we were having a conversation on Friday. So I went and I do my little digging, right? So
Mhm.
after 15 games, right? After 15 games, no, in this Premier League season, Manchester City scored 32 and they conceded 9, right? After
He had
15 games.
24 goals last season.
After 15 games 2 seasons ago, because not even last season, 2 seasons ago, they scored 39 and they conceded 16. So,
So what about
you
last
guys said,
season?
I think Left did give us on it reach up to
No, he gave
19.
19. So I'm
19.
Yeah,
telling
I
you, I'm
never,
telling you,
no,
I'm
I never
telling you
looked for
what
last
15
season.
was. 15 was
Oh, yeah, what?
24.
I think the
It was
19 was at the
24.
halfway stage mark. I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he gave 19. Levon gave 19. So that's why I was saying that I'm supporting your argument, Kims. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I said
telling you,
24.
Yeah,
yes,
Shakes,
I'm
I hear
telling
what
you,
it is after 15.
yes, so
Oh, okay.
after
Yeah,
15
yeah.
is 24. So that's why I came on now saying that, oh, you'll be happy that
Oh, yeah, oh,
they're
yeah,
up
yeah,
because
yeah.
that's the question you were asking on Friday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
they are
Remember the question
better based
again?
on the goals scored in
Mm-hmm.
comparison to last season.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Just before we get down to it, Michelle, just to answer to whatever you're in the comment section saying, you're saying that you're trying to do it to provoke me, Josh, Carl, Kims, and Shakes. Manchester will forever be this color. No matter what you come with, forever this. All right.
Ever red.
Team
But
green.
let's move on to the next game. We saw Leeds and Brentford playing out that exciting 12 draw. I mean, Rafinha played good in that game. Excellent cross for the first goal by Taylor Roberts. But then, yeah, Brentford storm back and I tell Kims that no matter what he comes with, Brentford is going to stay up in this league. And they play this league without their most influential player, Ivan Tony. And boy, once again, one of my favorite player. Came through his academy. Sergi Canos was on hand in both goals. So Demo, go
Oh, you
ahead.
the one he missed before that?
Exactly. That was just but it's not one of my favorite players, brother. The man come through my academy is a good player, I'm rating, but he's not one of my favorite players. Yeah, but it's a very exciting game. Like I say, I always a scout Rafinha because I think he's prime target for Liverpool and I need him in the team. He's just one of those wingers where just tricky and him can beat him player, him take on him player. I see the man do a Rabona in the game like so easy. Like you don't see players that do that anymore. I guess at the Brazilian flair. You know, the Rabona trick for beating player and that ball into to Roberts was brilliant as well. You know, when Brentford thought that they won the game, here comes the man of the moment they've all been waiting for. And I guess, you know, I heard a lot of people worrying about Leeds and stuff, but I think that the loss of Bamford has been big for them. And
Well,
once he comes back, he's going to be.
you realize what happened with Leeds in the game, though? Calvin
Mm.
Phillips went down injured, and as
And
he
going
went
to
down
be with for
injured,
a while.
bam, 2 goals.
Yep.
Right in they lost the ball for the second goal, exactly where Bamford would have been. Not Bamford, I mean Calvin Phillips would have been
Yeah.
to clear up that ball. That's
Yeah.
exactly where they lost the ball, and the commentators even pointed it out. That is where Phillips would have been, and you'd have ensured that ball wouldn't have gone through.
Yeah.
I think Batty's got that goal.
Yeah. So the thing is, when usually when you mention spine of the team, you mention, you know, the goalkeeper, the centre back, your midfielder, and your forward. And for me, the spine of Leeds kind of just different. I don't know if you want to call it a spine, but what makes this team tick is where Ryan just mentioned in terms of Phillips, Rafinha, and Bamford. And with that last to Bamford, I mean, Ealing is a big miss too sometimes, but Bamford is the key. And obviously, when he came on, you know, I think his instructions were to just stay in the box and
Yeah,
try to get that.
actually, I'm going to add down to that. You know that Ailing has been a huge miss. You know why?
That must say Ealing.
Stuart Dallas would play in the midfield, and that would
Yeah.
help him to have a more steady
Yeah,
midfield.
yeah. That's why I'm squeezing me in a while ago because I remember he was out, you know, and so you know, his instructions was to stay in the box and he's going to get a chance. And he just does what he does. He not even he connect good, but you know,
Right up inside,
he just scores goals. You know what I mean? And they got a well deserved point in the end. So well done to Leeds, and I don't think people should be worrying about Leeds once Bamford is back.
Question though, do you think that the Junior Purple gave away that penalty? It should have been a penalty.
I can't
When
remember.
he held on to, I don't remember who was the player, and he went down in the box.
Yeah,
You don't remember
I
that?
can't remember.
Yeah, man, there was an incident when Junior
If,
Purple held on to the player.
if I can't remember it, it was not penalty.
It,
All right, before we move
for
on to
me, it
one of
was a
the
penalty though.
before I
Anyway,
move on
yeah.
to one of the analysts, Dimo, you said that you haven't seen any player really doing what Rafinha did. I wanted to go and check out Anthony that plays for Ajax. He's another Brazilian
Oh,
here.
it's not talking about Premier League.
Let's check
That's
him out
not
still.
Anthony.
But any of you guys have anything else to say about this Brentford Leeds game?
Nah.
Okay.
Brentford's definitely staying up.
Of course.
They have
Without a
enough
doubt.
quality. They have
And so
great
is Leeds.
determination and they have fight.
Shake, so we're just waiting to collect that chums from Kim's come season ending.
Love my money. Love our next thing coming.
All right. Next up, we saw Tottenham getting a 3-0 victory over Norwich. And Ryan had sent me some things. I'm sorry that I never actually downloaded it, but Ryan, you can elaborate on it. You're talking about Oliver skipping that game. Go ahead and talk about this one.
Why you never give Kems the game, man? I know that is what you were pointing to, you know, when you say you should have download something, you know. Like Kems, you must give the game, man.
Ryan, go ahead.
No, I
Against
think it was
Norwich.
when I was talking about Conte saying that Skip is the player that he rates. He was basically outlining that he rated the guy and he thinks that he will improve by doing certain more things. And I think in the game it came out that he had 94 out of 97 passes. He
Don't
had
worry, I found it. Don't worry.
all of his interceptions and all of them something there. All them stats and they look good against his old team. So I think that was what came out that he had a super performance.
There it is.
Yeah.
So he had 100% duel one, 100% final third pass accuracy, 49 passes attempted, 47 passes completed, 2 interceptions, 2 clearances, 2 shots, no foul.
Brilliant game against Norwich.
Don't care. It's
Well,
always in front of
I
you.
do. Nah, I do. All
Brother.
all games are not created equal. Let us not play ourselves. More show me this against a Liverpool. Show me this against a Man City. No more, no come hype up the stats against a Norwich. Come on, man.
We're talking about a 20-year-old, you know.
Yeah,
Brother.
they're not talking about the team, you know, they're talking about one person.
Exactly. I mean,
I understand, but we cannot continue to do this. Because
no, do
when them
what?
play,
It's Premier League football.
are you
You
going to
have
let me
Norwich
explain,
to
boss?
stay up. You have
All right, are
Norwich
you
to
going
stay
to?
up.
I have
What you
Tottenham to
what you
stay up
talking
too.
about?
I have Tottenham to stay up too. What you say?
Ryan,
Let me talk.
Ryan, not only that, Norwich, they have actually been in good form of late.
Good form.
Yeah.
What is form? What is this form
Lord
What
you're
is
God.
talking about?
form? What do you mean? What is form? FORM.
No,
It's simple.
no.
Norwich,
All right. So
they were
Kims,
way
so
down.
Kims, before this game against Spurs, Norwich had won 2 and drawn 2, so they were on a
All
4-match
right.
unbeaten
No.
streak.
Yeah, tell me the competition. Like, let's provide context for the
Oh,
people.
come on.
Competition meaning?
Who they
Kims,
play against? Who their opposition?
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
How
I'm
come these?
sorry. I just
Kims,
want
it's
to
a
say something.
results business.
Hold on, no, I just want to say something because I wanted to mention it. When Shakespeare say why I never get Kems the game, this is a no-win situation for Kems, because him no rate container boss. So I
Exactly.
really want to see Conte now has taken 10 points out of the last 12 with Tottenham, and if they win the game in hand, they will be straight up in the top 4. So this is no win for
Which is
Kems right now.
All right.
exactly,
All right.
which is why I
Check me
wanted
out.
Levon to
All
give
right.
him the game.
Let me go back and talk about this skip fellow.
Oh, you know
And
what,
this
sir?
is
You missed
how.
me totally what going here, sir.
Exactly,
And
Ryan.
this
You
is
know,
how.
Totally, because
Hold
I
on.
wonder why Kems behaving like this. Where
Hold
this
on.
come
No,
from?
and
What
hold
trigger
on.
all
No,
of
and
this?
in the
this.
convo.
Give me a chance to talk, no bad man. Give me a chance to talk, no.
Go on,
Yo,
go through
this.
integrity, Commissioner.
All right. This is what I don't like with you guys. All right. On a come and on a bloviate about this 20-year-old stats. Right. All right. No problem. It's against Norwich, but no problem. Okay. Should this guy have a bad game now? You know what I'm ever here? He's only 20. Give him some time. He needs
You
some
missed
more
the
time.
entire
So,
context of what was being said.
Exactly,
You
Kims.
missed the
Because
all right.
entire
that is what
during
is
the
supposed to happen.
prediction. I was talking about Conte, the players that Conte he says building the team around,
Yeah,
and
it's just a player that he
he
likes.
mentioned Skip to be one of them because he said he liked
Oh, okay.
his attributes, and I
Okay.
also pointed out
Sorry, Kims.
that in the
But
comment section there were some people saying it's not good.
Exactly. So I was about to point
So
out,
that was
that
just, and
James, the
then
man
that's
was
why
talking
Levon
about
asked me to.
you.
That's why Levon asked me
okay.
to speak about that.
Oh, okay.
The man
I didn't know that.
wasn't speaking to you specifically, James. Come
Mr.
on.
And
Objective.
I chat too much, man. My fault. I chat too
All
much.
right.
My fault.
But we're going to move on to the next game where
Wow.
we saw Man United getting a 1-0 victory over Crystal Palace. And I mean, United were what? 3 games at home that they hadn't gotten anything from Crystal. Well, Crystal Palace were on an unbeaten 3-match run at Old Trafford. No, this time around, United are getting a 1-0 victory. And personally, for me as a United fan, I liked what I saw in the first game. I mean, they only had 1 training session under the coach. I saw a lot of pressing, and that is what I've been calling for. I didn't see this lazy, lethargic performance, but it was obvious that these players are struggling for fitness. It was quite obvious for me to reach around the 35th minutes, and then in the second half, started off well, but still too much lateral passes from idiot Scott McTominay. And even though Fred did well, he has also had some missed passes. But otherwise, that good performance. And one thing I'm going to ask all the United fans: I don't need you guys to put any unnecessary pressure on the German engineer. Just leave the man, let the man do his engineering, and that's that. Now, I'm going to start with Kems on this one.
Oh, but the Fred Bunks tough, you know. Hey, don't rough with the Fred Bunks. Hey, all right. So I'm telling you about this game now. Honestly, I was as surprised as the coach was, with the pressing, from, but and I guess they're that unfit because they're not used to, pressing that much. They're used to just sitting or walking or walk pressing, but I was actually pleasantly surprised. All the players seem engaged, and when I watched the new coach press conference, one thing that he spoke about consistently was control. Want to have control with the ball, want to have control without the ball. And, for major parts of that game, I was able to see that control. Honestly, Ole, I'm a boy, but I was able to see a total difference with this team versus when Ole. And again, the sample size is small. It's one game, no problem. But, United fans have a reason to be hopeful. This is a coach that, obviously know what he's doing, know what he wants to do. And one thing that I really liked, even though when, we were 1-0 up in the 88, 89 minutes, we never see Maron go put on Bally to go shore up nothing. And no, he put on Van de Beek, he still put on attacking players because he wants to control the game. So this show that this is a manager definitely cut from a different cloth. And again, I told you guys that the set of fixtures what this man have until probably around January, February is so favorable to him. Yeah, I know this is a Premier League and we can lose and we can win and so, but he's supposed to take by the time January come, New Year come, Man U supposed to be in the top four hunt, right? No pressure on the manager, but I like what I see. I like how he's pushing Fred forward. Never know Fred could have used right foot and curl it so beautiful, but hey, we will take it and we move on with the Fred bugs. Fred, I'm out. Yeah.
All right, the Shakes, what say you?
Oh boy. Kems is funny. Um, so I have a little chart here. It says PE teacher, engineering coach. It says cones. It says control. It says fridge. It says demanding. Another one says high fives. This one says team. This one says feel good moments. This one name winning. Right? So on one side, we had PE sessions, right? PE sessions. So that is why people will find the vast difference that was so obvious when it come on to what we saw in the game versus what we used to see, right? It's simply, I tell anybody, whenever a coach knows how to coach, and Kems even said it, finally, oh, his interview. That was what I was raving about on Friday. The man's interview.
Yep.
It was not just about smiling and saying hello, right? And giving some Norwegian look, right? And
Now, why
saying
you love Oli alone now? Because to be frank, the man actually thought the game good. Does that think he can coach? If we are being honest, he does.
he did
Yeah,
what?
he talks a good game. He talks
He
a good
does.
game. And he can coach, but not like this guy.
No, he can't
He
coach.
can
Leave that
coach.
out. Continue.
Okay, but anyway, right? We obviously realize what real coaching can do, and this is the difference between just putting cones on a field versus asking the players to move in and around the cones, right? Because you could see the big difference in the style of management, the in-game play, the in-game awareness, the control that they had throughout the game. Listen, this was the first time in a very long time when Manchester United were actually leading a game and I was not biting my nails or I was not worried about conceding a goal. That never used to happen with Ole as coach or even previous coaches. And Kems is actually right when he said, in terms of the personnel that came on the field, is not somebody that was just trying to shore up a 1-0 victory, right? Where you go all out defensive. The man put on a young player on the field. A young player, right? Him take off somebody who was underperforming and put on a young player on the field, right? That wouldn't necessarily happen. So you see, that is what needs to happen. Accountability. Kim's talk about it the most, Players must be held accountable. The players at Manchester United, they need to be held accountable, right? And for me, it's like, let me turn off this lamp. See it there. We found the light. It's called team
What?
viewing. Team viewing.
What?
AKA Rudolph, the red-nosed German, right? Listen, as I said, I don't care about winning trophies and them things right now. I just want my club to have structure, right? When you have
Excuse
structure,
me?
no, hold on, boss.
Excuse me?
Hold on.
Hello?
Over the next 6 months, I don't necessarily need my team to win a
You must be
trophy.
crazy. Make that man don't win no trophy in this and you see what go on. I don't care what you want to say. Between FA Cup,
I'll be on
Champions
to
League,
mute you for the entirety of that show.
FA Cup
Exactly.
what?
You couldn't just let me
between
finish that.
FA Cup, all that shit. Sorry for interrupt you. But between FA Cup, Champions League, EPL, that man, I don't care. That man must win something.
What your boy won in 3 years?
Huh?
FA Cup then.
All right, better yet,
So you want
just
the
bring
FA
it to
Cup
a
then? Okay.
final. Bring it to a final. Just bring it to a final, and then we can say, yeah. But hold on. Another thing I wanted to add really quickly, Shakes. I don't know how that guy, Wan-Bissaka, I know one time he was in the conversation for the best right back. I don't know by who.
You're mad.
I don't know. I don't know by who.
Nobody had
But
him
by
there.
some.
Yo,
No,
stop
some
it.
people
Stop
really
it.
had
Oh,
him there.
nobody had him there.
No,
He got
some
him there
people.
because he
50%,
could have slide tackle.
50%
No.
of Manchester United fans had one
Because him
No,
can
Bissaka
some
slide
there.
tackle.
Both
no,
him can
some people
defend.
had him there.
That's
Some
it.
people had him there. But the way I said Dallo come on, and a lot of persons said
Hold on
Dallo
a
can't
second.
dip.
Hold on, Kims.
Yes.
So, are we saying that Wan-Bissaka cannot defend?
Nope.
He can.
Who
He
said
can
that?
But
defend. You know when
but
we criticize Wan-Bissaka, he cannot attack any other whatsoever.
Man U fans had him there because him could have
Him-
slide tackle 2 times.
Exactly.
And I always point out
I can say that
tackles.
I personally had him as the best defensive right back in the league. I'm not gonna go around that. I
And
did.
I always say that when a man have to slide tackle, it's because you're
You're
not in the
late.
right
You're
position.
late.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
You're not in the right position. So you make up for it with your speed and the fact that your legs are long and you just have good timing. But you wouldn't have to do so many slide tackles if you were in the right position, right? But anyway, Kems, you finish? I can continue.
No. Yeah,
So
man.
Kim,
Go ahead.
Shake still have to
Huh?
talk more? How
No,
long the man has talk about this?
I just had one more thing to say about the team.
Shoot the shot.
Go
Go
ahead,
on, James,
boss.
go on.
No, go on, man. Go on.
Shake.
Oh, yeah. So I was saying, for me, for the structure, I prefer to see that, right? Because a certain man, right up in that black shirt in the middle of the screen, said that, guess what? Winning a trophy is just for ego. That's what he said.
When Ole was there.
Thank you, boss.
Facts.
Yep.
Kems.
And then
Integrity Commissioner.
I was ridiculed. I was ridiculed by you and Levon and whichever other Manchester United fan on here. I was ridiculed at a high level.
So let me
Yeah,
ask.
So-
So let me ask you. So let me ask you, Kems. What would you prefer to see better structure at the club, or get into a final?
All right, what would I prefer?
Yes.
both.
I mean, obviously, I would
No.
prefer the better
You can't.
structure.
No. When you prefer something, you can't prefer both, boss. It's one or the other.
No,
Nice try,
that's
Levon.
why I said. That's why I said I would prefer the better structure, which I
All
said that Ole changed the structure of Manchester United. I've said that countlessly. Jose Mourinho left Manchester United in turmoil. Ole turn it around. You guys were saying, why win? Why win in the 3 years? Why win? I would not talk about trophies, I never did that. I said, hey, Ole, stable the ship. If we're not bringing
Boss man, I
somebody else
cheer the
now,
man to the far. Come on, Kim, show something for 3 years. That can't have 3 years at a club and don't show no, but I'm not going to talk about Ole because Ole is no longer around. Yes, Joseph saying that there's so much emphasis about Man United's pressing, but the best part of United's play was keeping their shape with and without the ball. Against Liverpool,
Correct.
United pressed without keeping their shape. That's facts.
Correct.
These two gentlemen at the lower tier of the screen, do you guys have anything to say?
Boss, all I'm just going to say this, right? Kim's just spoke about him ready for attack Oliver Skip and it's against Norwich. And listen, you play against Crystal Palace, a team
they
you're
beat Man
expected to
City.
beat. A team that you're expected to beat
They
under a
beat
new
Man
mallet.
City.
Brother, remember finish start and you talk for 17 minutes. Remember finish start. Zine? And you had 3 shots on target. Crystal Palace had 2, just to put things in context. 3 shots on
Okay.
target. All of your pressing, all of your new all of your new formations, they had 3 shots on target. Crystal
Okay.
Palace had 2. Jordan
All right.
Ayew missed a sitter. It would have
Okay.
gone to VAR because
It would
it
have. That
would
was
probably
offside.
be offside or not offside, but we know VAR stay with these lines and it might change up some things. Yeah?
Okay.
So it's not like say Uno just beat up Manchester City or Liverpool or whatever. Uno beat Crystal Palace, calm down, relax, make
So
things
hold on a
different.
second, hold on a second.
Then that's
So
it.
if you beat up all the Crystal
Demo,
Palace
you're
of this
ripping.
world, right? Wouldn't you put yourself in a better state to
Yeah.
actually win this title?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
just
Demo,
saying.
saying
Demo, it's still bad mind you're having right now.
this game right now is just you just get a win against Crystal Palace with 3 shots on target. Relax. You
No.
win and
No.
keep the
It's
I
move on.
guarantee you this
no.
much
Yes.
when Klopp.
Just
I
calm
guarantee this
down,
much.
brother.
I guarantee this much when
Demo,
Klopp came in and
Demo,
started to implement
stop
his
shaking
strategies.
and stop being bad mind because guess what?
Jesus
Manchester United
Christ. How me a
won.
bad mind? I just say calm down, brother.
No.
I saw
Okay.
Hold on,
everybody
boss.
like
Hold
just
on.
calm down. That's all me I
Hold on.
say. Look
Number
how
one,
games are going
Manchester
about Fred
United.
Bounce and all of them something. They bro,
Me
calm down.
can't dance.
The man is an
I swear
Aston Villa
this.
fan and him a go on so. Him a go on we are going so far.
So hold
I
on.
know I dance, brother.
Hold
Me
on. Is
can't
Kemsey
happy.
addressing? Is Kemsey addressing?
Yeah,
All
like
right.
just relax. It's one
No. All right.
game.
No. So this is my thing. No. Me can't make a get to with that because with Crystal Palace, if Crystal Palace again, Demo again, we talk about integrity, right? And I want you to have that. If
I will
Crystal
talk
Palace
about
had
context more if we talk
are
about the context. So
wonderful,
why you ready
wonderful,
to attack
wonderful.
Oliver Skip Norwich in play against?
But
Hmm?
but
Demo,
you act like say Crystal Palace is not hasn't been playing solid football. Crystal Palace beat Man City.
Okay, that's fine. And I'm
All
saying
right.
to you, you win the game. Calm down with this Fred
Uh,
Bounce thing and all of them something.
Hold on a
Just
second, Nemo.
relax.
How are you telling the man to calm down? The man is free to celebrate whatever he want to. What are you
no,
talking about?
my thing is right. You come here and you talk about Clutchigi. You talk about Clutchigi and all of them something there against Wolves. So I don't understand if you can Clutchigi, why you can't Fred Bunks. I don't understand that. Right? But what I'm saying, right, if Crystal Palace had put the beating on Manchester United, as they have done in the past, and as you have come on this show and laughed at Manchester United fans when Crystal Palace beat us, why is it that we can't celebrate when we win? It's like if we celebrate when we win is a problem.
No,
If
wait,
we cuss
wait.
when we lose is a problem. Like,
We-
come on,
I,
my
I
man.
didn't say don't celebrate. I just say calm down with the
No,
celebrations.
no, we
You know,
celebrate
go
when we
all
celebrate.
extra. Like what?
Demo. All right. So probably Kems is overdoing it, but guess what?
That's the point. That's
Really
all
and
me I
truly.
say, Sheiks.
Well, I
That's
know,
all me I say.
really and truly, why I wouldn't say Kems is overdoing it because number one, Fred actually scored. Two,
The
Fred
winner.
actually scored with his right boot.
The winner. The winner.
Not only
Yes,
that,
you know, about
Fred scored at Old Trafford. Fred actually scored against Crystal Palace, who haven't been conceding a lot of goals.
I'm
Fred
sorry.
actually gave
Is
us the winner. So that's
that's
a
Fred's
five.
that's
All right.
Fred's second goal for the season. Kems never asked when Fred scored the first one.
But hear what though? Hear what though? Demo spoke about United just having 3 shots on target. Yeah, I kind of had a problem with that because I wanted to see more shots on target here. However, you say one talk about context that you have to reason things in context. No, talk about that standard performance that Mark Gui had for Crystal Palace. Had it not been for that man, Crystal Palace would have been dumped up.
Yep.
Mark Goya saved Crystal Palace
He
on this
saved
day.
them on
What?
countless
What mean him?
occasions.
He's there to defend. We are talking about him save them.
You
He's
don't
not so
understand what
him
to
for
say.
just making a run pass and go score.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
all
So,
I'm saying is if for all of this high pressing wanna have and all of this new
But you see,
formation and whatever, wanna have 3 shots on target, regardless of who play well and who don't play
who
well.
control the
but
game?
So just relax. If
yeah,
you control the
now,
game, may I expect more than 3 shots on target. That's all,
no,
man.
Who
but then
control? I ask
I
the question. Who control the game?
You, that's why you don't have 3 shots on target and a boss. Like, just say,
Levon,
okay, we win the game, good, well done, we
Levon,
look
You
new,
can't
Levon,
tell a man. You
and
can't
move
tell a man not to
on.
celebrate the win.
yeah, yeah. When you come and talk about clutchy, like we can tell you to celebrate your Origi goal. We can't tell
listen,
you that. We
listen,
can't.
Levon. As I said, it's just demo hating. Listen, everybody got excited when Tuchel came in at Chelsea. So why shouldn't it be the same at Manchester
Shakes,
United?
I can guarantee you that Demo was excited when Jurgen Klopp took over Liverpool and started to
Exactly.
implement the
Come
strategies. So
on,
Oh,
coming from
man.
Roy Hodgson and them people there, Kenny Dalglish. Come
Boy.
on,
Uh,
you
Go,
would have
move
been
on to Ryan.
celebrating.
Brendan Rodgers,
Move on,
Brendan Rodgers.
move on to Ryan. Like, I was more excited about Rogers leaving Liverpool and Klopp coming to
you were
Liverpool.
excited about Klopp coming in, man. Let's be
I
honest.
was more excited about Rogers leaving than Klopp coming. But move on to Ryan.
Ryan has nothing to say, man. Ryan is good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Thought so. Alright, next up on Sunday afternoon, we saw another entertaining game. And this one had some moments that have you scratching your head and asking yourself questions. I'm going to start with Ryan because Ryan actually pointed out it. Well, I was watching it and was asking myself the same question. But that goal that was disallowed for Aston Villa, that Jacob Ramsey goal, how do you explain it? Would you say that Cassius Michael was in control of the ball at that point in time, or it was wrongly chalked off?
Well,
Uh,
based on how I know control to be, you have to, all right, just like in cricket, if you take a catch and you're moving and touch the rope, or the catch, you're not in control of the ball. So in my mind, control is similar in football where you have to be fully in charge before it can be considered that you are in control. And to me, Schmeichel was not fully in charge of the ball because the fact that when Ramsey kicked the ball, he did not even impede Schmeichel's hand per se in terms of he got his hand or anything like that with the kick. He just kicked through the ball and the ball went in the goal. So as far as I'm concerned, Schmeichel just had his hand on the ball to try and do damage control. But I guess the refs saw it different. I don't know if there is a rule regarding your hand
There
being
is
on
a
the
law.
ball. Huh?
There is a law, 12.16. So what you are describing is just a gut feeling and not the actual law.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because yesterday I asked somebody who knows about goalkeeping about it, and him saying don't see the incident as yet. So I didn't follow back today.
Yeah, but he wouldn't even know it.
Because
He wouldn't even know it either. Because guess what? You see the commentators that were on duty,
They never knew
because
it either.
they didn't even know it.
Yeah.
you see, these things are things were really hardly ever happen. So you're not going to know all
Exactly.
of these laws until certain things turn up. Because when I saw it, I was in real time when I saw it, I said goal. And then I saw a VAR check. I saw them going to give it a goal because when I saw the kick, I was like, him don't catch him hand or anything like that. I saw a goal. And then I saw it got chalked off. So I was wondering why.
So
So
Shakes,
apparently your hand being on the ball
it's control.
basically means control.
so
Which I had no
Shakes, you
idea.
mentioned Shakes. Just like you said, Peter Drury never knew. I was listening to BBC at that point in time, and not even those guys
No,
never knew.
nobody knew.
They were like,
Literally nobody
that has
knew
to
the
be a
law.
goal. That's where their utterance is. So
Yeah.
boy.
The,
So
the comment the commentary
rule,
team the
the
commentary
rule.
that I was watching and they got the rules from the NBC. They got
So yeah, the
the
rule
rules from them.
12.16.
So
No
the commentary is that the
on the
commentary
ball.
that you watch, when it happened, what were they saying? Goal?
No, they thought it was a goal.
Everybody thought it was a goal.
Yeah, they thought it was a goal. And then they said that the laws are it have exceptions and whatever. They had Tim Howard in the boat as well, and he's a goalkeeper, so them there talk to him about it and all. But go ahead, Shakes, read the rule.
So what would be the exception? Like what? What kind of
Shakes are gonna read it. Shakes are gonna
Okay,
The
cool.
rule is 12.16 goalkeeper possession of the ball. The goalkeeper is considered to be in control of the ball when the ball is held with both hands. That's one. Held by trapping the ball between one hand and any surface. That's a key thing to note. Any surface. That
Okay.
is the ground, a goal post, or the goalkeeper's body. So in that game, it was on the ground. Or holding the ball in the outstretched open palm. So that's even control. So if a keeper have the ball in one hand, you can't kick it out because he's in possession, right? Once established, possession is maintained when the ball is held as described above while bouncing the ball or on the ground or throwing it into the air. Possession is given up if after throwing the ball into the air, it is allowed to hit the ground. For purposes of determining goalkeeper possession, the handling includes contact with any part of the goalkeeper's arm from the fingertips to the shoulder. While the ball is in possession of the goalkeeper, it may not be challenged for or played by any opponent in any manner. An opponent who attempts to challenge for the ball in the possession of the goalkeeper may be considered to have committed a direct free kick foul. However, a ball which is only being controlled by the goalkeeper using other means other than the hands is open to otherwise legal challenges by an opponent. The referee should consider the age and the skill level of the players in
Hold
evaluating.
on, pause a second. So if the goalkeeper stands on the ball,
That's not possession.
if he lies down on the ball,
That's not possession.
okay. But as the goalkeepers, man, kick ball through goalkeeper. Anyway, maybe because I'm kick the goalkeeper or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So the referee should consider the age and the skill level of the players in evaluating goalkeeper possession and err on the side of safety.
Where you get the rule from? Because that rule have on the exceptions. Because the rule that was presented that on NBC is saying why there was a whole confusion is that when they make the save and they're in possession of the ball, you cannot touch it. If they make the save and it's a rebound and they make the save and you go back for the ball, like where you see Michael do, it's not considered possession because you already make a save and going for the rebound, so you're not in full control. So that's why everybody thought it was a goal, and Tim Howard say he wasn't in possession, and the rules have exceptions and all of that stuff. So everybody did kind of confused as to why it wasn't given, especially because of the rebound thing.
Okay. No, Kims, this is a team that you like, you know. You actually said that you're a Villa fan. Steven Gerrard actually coaching the team. He coached that game, and you're the coach. Brendan Rodgers, no talk about it.
All right. So remember, you were one of them. I think you were probably drunk or a little bit high. You say you take Brandon Rodgers over Manchester United. I don't know what you were thinking, but that guy,
still would.
Steven Gerrard, has now outcoached this guy twice. You know, back in the Scottish League and now, you know, in this particular game. And you know, I know what guys like to say about new manager bounce, right? So, all right, new manager bounce, them think they wear off 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Like, as you said, Gerrard, a coach this side. When you're looking at this, all right, so this is my thing. When you look at a Liverpool, you see Klopp personality, City, Pep personality. Aston Villa, you're seeing Steven Gerrard's personality. And they never play particularly well the first half. And, you know, in Gerrard's interview, he came out and he said, you know, we wanted to tweak some things second half. And we wanted to play more direct, wanted to have more possession of the ball and be more stable in midfield. And that's exactly what they did. And when Gerrard made the change, Rodgers didn't make a change to combat that change. And I don't know if that's his inability to do so or what. You know, anybody can say that. But again, and I also like Steven Gerrard, his calmness. You know, and I see him calmness rubbing off on his players. And I know why I'm named there. I know Ryan don't like this guy. When you see that guy Tyrone Mings, for England he's not good. But for me, in that defense, under Steven Gerrard, that guy is one of them glue guys for me. Him and the number 7, McGinn, what his name?
Kansa is the man in that defense.
No, I didn't say. But I didn't say he's not the man. There's a difference between being a glue guy and being the man. There's two different things. I didn't say he's not. I didn't say he's the man, right? But I just believe Mings round there. I think Mings. I think whatever Gerard want to set to the defense, he tell it to Mings, and Mings go there and execute it and ensure the guys know he's not the biggest defender, he's not the greatest, but he gets the job done. Under Steven Gerrard, I've been very impressed with him because I saw that man under Dean Smith.
Mings remind me of like a Rudiger. They have big egos, so them ego carry them off to some extent, but they are not that great.
But my thing is,
go to this, brother. Stop disrespect my German player.
But Ryan, my thing about it is under Dean Smith, I didn't see and I know it's just a small sample size, but Mings never looked like this. Mings look like a composed player right now. I'm seeing the Gerrard effect on all these players, and I'm glad there's a particular player out of the squad right now because it looked like Aston Villa is very cohesive right now, and I like how they're playing. And you know, they draw Manchester United for the FA Cup third round, and you know, I'm absolutely torn where that is concerned. But you know, I love Aston Villa. I love how they're playing right now. And Steven Gerrard is a Premier League manager. Steven Gerrard is a manager that should be in the league. And I don't know, but you know, I said it yesterday. I think he's definitely a better coach than Frank Lampard. But that is another argument we can take up another day.
Yeah, because we have another topic to get onto, so I can't really have you and Ryan go at it because Ryan definitely had an answer for you. But
no, I answered it already.
No, you're not.
No,
we're not going back.
What I did off here is a total different thing for what they do on here. So I want it on here. Just like what Saturday or Sunday, these guys will have Sunday they have an NBA debate. So yeah, I want a debate between you.
MJ versus LeBron, big debate. Right.
So final game, boy, this was a scratched game somewhat because again VAR interfered because a lot of people thought one of the goals that got disallowed for Everton was actually a goal, but they fought. That is what I saw.
Which one will you have?
This is the one that basically was his 2-point pointing across the
that
line.
Was offside.
That one.
No.
Listen, no. I never said mean. I said people.
How was it offside? How was it offside?
Because when you look at the line, you realize that both the last man and Richarlison foot was on the line, but you have the 2-point of Richarlison over the line.
You're talking so the one with Tamayasu?
Yeah. That was offside.
Nah.
Shakes, I'll tell you.
Boy, that one was 50-50. Let me tell you something about
even with the ticker lines, it was offside.
Let me tell you something about VAR and the lines. You see, I believe that they implement lines to suit certain occasions. That is what I see happening, right? Because listen, if you try to go microscopic, I don't see where there was any difference between where Tamayasu's foot was planted or his boot was planted and Richarlison's boot was planted, right? That's just me, and that is just based on what they put on the TV screen, right?
Well, Shakes, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it was the offside or the foul one, but didn't VAR say that they're making a concert effort to ensure that it goes in the attacker's favor?
Yes.
Yeah, but even with the ticker lines, you know, it was still offside. And even they did not even need the lines because the defender and Richarlison foot was already on the 6-yard line.
But you know what's funny?
It was the line itself. You could use the line, the plain lines, to determine that. And when you look at it, part of Richarlison's foot was actually over the line. So to me, it was a clear offside.
Listen, and Kems just said it about the attacker getting the benefit of the doubt. I haven't seen any of that this season. You guys
there have been some.
Where? In which game?
I don't remember all of the games, but there have been some. It's not as ridiculous as last season.
Boy, I haven't really seen them.
That's true.
I'm searching for them, but they're not clicking in my brain right
now. Exactly, because I really can't remember anything that is as close as Richarlison and the attacker getting the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. All right, so bye, Demo.
No. Anyway, who was offside on the first Richarlison goal?
That are the
Who
header
did it?
Wims. The header?
Yeah, who they gave it against?
I don't remember. I don't remember. I think
Because I never hinted after.
I don't remember. I
All
don't
right.
remember. But
So before, oh, sorry, Demo, go ahead.
no. I literally just wanted to take 2 seconds to big up Steven Gerrard. I never get the chance. So three wins out of 4, and I'm so glad he got the better of Brendan Rodgers because this everybody can see the whole team we may talk about. Leicester City have been conceding so many goals off set pieces, and it's showing it was the same thing with Liverpool when we have them with a concede off a set pieces all along. So them try rob Aston Villa, it did the work, and they still got the win. But for my other coach, Rafa Benitez, he was under the pressure. I think I pointed out the run of games that he had coming up, and that is going to be really tough to get points. And he might be the manager to be sacked next. He had fans leaving the stadium after 20 something minutes
27 minutes.
and all of them stuff. Yeah, it was crazy, and I'm very happy for him that he got the win. I mean, I still think that he's there doing the Lord's work, in a common letter L, trying to get Everton relegated, which I'd love. But I think that they deserve the win. And what a buy that Demari Gray is! My word, he has been outstanding for Everton, and he fully deserves that goal that he got.
Jamaican national to big up.
Yeah, Arsenal. I don't.
Yet? Or not, but I got you.
It's a forward throw, man. Over yourself, man.
I don't know. Arsenal, like every time they meet a team we have decent quality, them lose. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. They're what now? 7? I don't know where them dropped to, but there were talks about finishing top 4 and all of this thing. And
Man,
they meet.
I just want to point out that Bones promised us that he would have come on the show, and Bones hide out the show.
Yeah, and then they meet a team with like no winning of them last 9 games, and then they crumble. So I don't know. I heard people were saying that them should have take out Gomez, like and get a card for the team or whatever. But that goal was a big goal and deserving to win any game. So
Yep.
yeah, man,
Yep.
big up Everton.
And to add to that, I'm not sure what Arsenal is going to do because between Cropazit and Aubameyang,
Bogayang.
yeah, between those two, it's really not working right now. I
And
see a lot of Arsenal.
the bench, the subs on the
Yeah,
bench are much better.
And Ketia Bog.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He got
Look
a
at that
chance
easy
today.
goal. Them.
He got a chance.
But
very
yes,
easy one.
yes, Anthony is saying that I agree, right? Outside of Thomas Tuchel system, Rudiger Adner. Foolishness. This man
Garbage.
for Germany looks good. So don't tell me foolishness but only under Thomas Tuchel system the man look good. I want you guys to stop talking crap.
In a back 4,
Back 4, back 3, whatever the man playing for Germany since Joachim Low has gone, he has looked good.
he played 2 games for Germany in a back 4, but okay.
When? I said since Joachim Low has gone, the man has played every game for Germany, has looked good. Whether it be back 3, back 4.
That's
Not
it.
a back 4, but okay.
Let's move on now. Some interesting fixtures to look forward to in Champions League tomorrow. So quickly, I'm just gonna get these games out of the way. Nothing much to talk about here than Pep will give chances to some youngsters tomorrow. See Cole Palmer, James McAtee, and some other guys up for a chance tomorrow. So Leipzig against Man City. I'm just going to ask for the prediction from all of you guys. So starting with Kems, your prediction?
For Man City and Leipzig,
Yeah.
Leipzig's not good. I have City winning 3-0.
Shakes.
Where's the game being played?
Leipzig.
Germany.
Oh, Germany.
3-2, Leipzig.
Remember that Leipzig sat their coach doing it.
I know.
Just
That's why.
Demo.
That's why I predicting 3-2.
why Ole never do what Jesse did? Go to the coach and say me not good. Go to
Because
the.
it's not-
Just
because
never
it's
tell
not
man you say
reason.
them good, right? Don't do that.
I heard that you went to the management and so
Yeah.
got the man.
There's actually a rumor out there, Ryan, Levon, that he was actually honest with the board.
Yeah, I heard he went and said to them
Yes,
that he's
no
not taking
joke.
the man.
No joke. It's actually on ESPN.
Yeah, he said that, but hear what was the issue with them? Since as we stop right there. I heard that his method, a lot of players weren't in agreement with it, so that's the reason why they decided that. Hear what? He said before the club going to this disarray between me and players, best if I take a step. So that's what he did.
So why him can't change his methods to suit the players?
Why would
Because
you?
those are not his
No,
ideologies.
that's not. Yeah, I know every coach can coach
Yeah.
everywhere.
Okay, oh, got it. Well,
So
it,
it is being rumored that he will become an assistant under Rangnick.
That's
We're
what
that
I
remains
heard.
to be seen. But Demon, your prediction for this one?
I'm going for a 2-2 draw. I expect changes for Manchester City team, and like you said, giving youths a run. So 2-2.
All right, Ryan.
I'm
they
going
already win
3-1.
the they already win the group.
Yeah.
City.
All English teams barring Chelsea have won
Yeah.
their group.
United won the group.
Yeah.
All English teams barring Chelsea has won their group. Have won their group.
Wow, Champions League sticky.
Yes. 3-1 City.
3-1 City.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
them bench is as good as them first team. A lot of teams first team. So
No, but I don't hear anything about benching. It's youngsters are here that is getting chances, but that remains to be seen.
How
won't
Um,
be
them
level like
first
that.
game did go with the Nkunku no score a trick point City the first
yes,
round.
sir.
Pass 2-2 game that.
And he
Hold
hasn't
on. How
scored.
much
He
City win
hasn't
that
scored
game though?
one.
I think it
Six
was
three.
No,
5-3.
6-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
6-3.
Tennis score. But in the next game in the group, oh, this is what I should have pointed out. Both Leipzig and Bruges are trying to qualify for Europa League. Both are on 4 points. Bruges need a win to qualify because their goal difference is awful. They have a negative, well, a -11, while Leipzig is at 0. Now,
Don't
Bruges
ask
will be
him.
taking Bruges, Bruges will be taking on PSG at PSG home. And I heard that Lionel Messi has been complaining about playing in the snow, that he can't manage playing in the snow over there in France. So I'm going to start to try this time around. Your prediction for this one,
3-0 PSG.
Demo?
3-1 PSG. PSG concede goals for fun.
Okay. And Shakes?
Same scoreline.
Kems?
I hope Kim Pembe is not back there. So, but I have 3-0 PSG. 3-0.
Okay. Next up, we'll see Ajax taking on Sporting. Dead rubber game because both has already qualified for next round. Now we look at it, and I think this one will finish. Ajax have been perfect in the group so far. Sporting, as I said, is second. Do you think that Ajax will finish the game with a perfect record, or do you think that it will be broken? I'm going to start with Demo this time.
Yeah, I'm going for a draw in that game as well. A 1-1 draw.
Kims,
2-0 Ajax.
Ryan,
Where is it? At
Ajax.
home?
Ajax,
2-1 Ajax.
Shakes.
I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
Okay. In the dead rubber, well, not really a dead rubber because one of them are trying to qualify for Europa League. That's Dortmund taking on Besiktas. Besiktas, who have been nothing short of disgraceful, disappointing, and all those adjectives this season, because they're currently languishing in what 10th position in their league, I believe, and they won the league last season when and I don't remember who it was that they had the shootout with, that both teams ended at the same amount of points. But this season they have been very awful, and Trabzonspor has been ramping that league over there this season. But let's focus on where we're at. Now you look at this one. Haaland is back and all of that. Back scoring as well. So this time I'm going to start to shake. So this one finishing. Yeah, I'm not hearing you.
Sorry, Dortmund to win 2-1.
Okay. Demo.
Yeah, Dortmund 2-1. Haaland.
Kems.
Dortmund 3-0.
Ryan.
The game's at Dortmund, right?
Yes, sir.
And they have not qualified fully for Europa as yet.
Uh, they have.
Okay, 4-1 Dortmund.
Besiktas is on 0 points.
4-1.
All right. Next up, these are the well, hold on a second. Let me just get rid of the games that aren't have much interest right now. So next up, we'll see what Shakhtar against Sheriff. Scoreline prediction. Starting with Ryan.
Shakhtar, Sheriff, 2-1 Shakhtar.
Shakes.
3-2 Shakhtar.
Kems.
2-1 Sheriff.
Demo.
3-0 Shakhtar.
All right. Give me a
Mind you,
second.
people need to know that Sheriff are actually through to the Europa already.
They are.
Yeah. So whether they lose, they're still
Mhm.
through. Yeah.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah. 6 points. Shakhtar has one
All right.
point.
Real Madrid and Inter trying to see who will end as the group winner. Karim Benzema is out of this one, so shake. So we see this one going.
Um, Boy, tough one to call. Benzema not being there. I'm gonna go for Real Madrid. 12. 12. Yeah.
And Kems, here's Devin saying that Milan and Sporting to win tomorrow, and that's paying $15. Kems, take a risk and buy that.
Please
And guess
don't
what?
take a risk.
Hell,
Devin will
Is that
refund.
is that Milan? That Milan is Inter Milan?
Ace.
AC is Milan and Inter
AC.
is Inter.
No,
Yeah.
When I say Milan, they talk AC.
yeah, Ryan, I know that, but me just a check because
Okay. Okay.
Inter playing at Real Madrid, so that's why I wondering about the odds.
No, no,
No,
no.
Oh, get it.
I,
I get it.
It's a combined thing, man. I believe
No,
Real
man, I
Madrid
know,
Real
I
Madrid is
know.
getting over $2, I think.
Remember that Milan, AC Milan is at home.
AC Milan him attack.
Yeah,
AC,
but so
but AC, you know AC selling favorites.
I just making sure.
AC is
But
at $2 other than Liverpool is at $3.20, I believe.
all
I'll
we
get
need
Liverpool because guess what? Well, let me not
I just want to
it-
see the starting lineup first.
yeah. When we get there, we actually discuss that. But next up, we look at Group G, where a lot of interesting things are taking place. Any team can qualify tomorrow. Lille, Salzburg, Sevilla, and in the fixture, Wolfsburg will be taking on Lille. Wolfsburg have been on a rut for the longest while. Lille have been okay. So, Kim's your prediction for this one?
Draw 12.
Okay. Next up, we have Salzburg against Sevilla. Ryan, what scoreline do you predict for that one?
Sevilla 2-1.
So, you expect Sevilla to go through in the group?
That's what 2-1 gives, yes?
3 teams can go through.
Nah, man, all for them.
No, as in Wolfsburg goal difference not too bad for them to go through.
Remember that they're currently on 5 points in a shake. So,
-3 goal difference. I know they use head to head to start with,
yeah.
but
But you have to factor in shakes that what if they beat Lille? They'll also
Lille,
be on 8 points.
well, they would need a big score.
Who knows? Anything possible.
Hmm.
But let us see how that one goes. Next in line, we're going to look at that group with Bayern and Barca, along with Benfica and Dynamo Kiev, because this one is interesting. Now, all Benfica needs to do is take care of their job at their home and ask Bayern to do them a favor. Thomas Muller came out and said that, hey, we're disappointed that our boy Robert Lewandowski never got the Ballon d'Or. I saw Memphis Depay trying to hit back saying that Barca don't forget what Bayern did to them, so they are going there to actually get the W. However, I don't know what Memphis is drinking or smoking or whatever not, or it's probably
Memphis will leave a fight when I concern them, can never do now.
that's
Them
facts.
money, them money can't even beat Real Betis.
Wednesday.
And them want to come size up with Bayern. Let them think a joke thing. Bayern winning this game probably about 5-0. About 5-0 they winning this game because but like if we look the first fixture that they both played, obviously they had, Coleman at the time. But Javi come in and okay, harder training sessions, better diet and so a little bit better football, but Barcelona don't have the personnel right now to say they're going to challenge for
But
anything at
just
all.
the Javi resting players for the game and lose.
Yes, it's a big game for them, a very serious game for them. But I just don't think, I think Bayern going to come out all guns blazing, and it's just going to be too much for Barcelona. But
Yeah,
I'm worried about Benfica though because I don't know if that player will recover from that goal when he missed against Barcelona. Hopefully, he's on the bench somewhere.
Severovic. No, I'm
Bossman,
used to
Bossman,
it. No, I'm used to it.
that man
Him do it
hasn't
for
played
fun.
since then.
He hasn't
No,
played
but
since then.
him miss those goals for fun.
Well, he hasn't played since then. I must have
Severovic has
reason.
always been that type of player.
Facts. Whether it be for what? Gladbach he was at, and then he went over his national team and all that he's known for.
Switzerland, wherever I'm playing, miss them goal for fun.
But y'all agree that Bayern is going to win that game?
I agree. 5-1.
7-1.
Nah, 3-1 Bayern. 3-1.
7-1. Lewandowski. 4 goals tomorrow. Bite.
All right, boss.
Yeah, score comes. 5 love, sir.
5 love, yeah.
Yeah, man, but the game is on Wednesday. But Kems for one wouldn't predict anything different because from the get-go, Kem said that Barca is going down to Europa League. So
I said
yeah,
the same thing too.
Yep.
now tomorrow we'll see another interesting
Shakes,
one here.
Shakes, remember you also bet me on that Barcelona, that I tell you Barcelona not making top 4, and I'll find that video if you ever try to deny it. I'll find it and post it up right to say if you ever try to deny it. I
The
said
Tony
Barca
can
not making.
Go
the
again.
Tony can squash out that little chum change
Go
together.
again.
When I said Barcelona is not making top 4, and you placed a bet against me.
Kevin,
Said I'm
download the
talking.
video from now
Yeah,
because
download the video.
the it have a harder to find it come.
Yeah,
I know
because
that
with the
I know
new
that I
system,
know that Devin and I have a bet, but I don't remember your Barcelona bet. But I have no problem searching for the video.
okay. Tomorrow we'll see Porto taking on Atletico Madrid. Porto still winning that has a chance to qualify. Um, so too some other teams in the group, that's AC Milan, also Atletico themselves. Now you look at the Porto team and they have done well at home. Atletico, they have been rotten poor in terms of conceding goals. Now this is a game that we're actually going to discuss. You look at Porto at home. I'm going to start with Shakes on this one. Do you think that Porto can get the better of Atletico Madrid?
That game is going to be close. I'm actually going to go for a draw in that game. Why I say that? Because both teams, I don't expect this to be a high scoring game. Um, the group is close. Let's point that out.
The
Porto,
group is not close, boss.
yeah, as in to
I think
finish
he means
second.
second place.
Well, him say that the group is not close.
But Ryan already stated that all the English teams have qualified for the next
Second
round,
place is close.
except
Not qualified Shakes, won their group.
yeah, except Chelsea. Yeah, which would mean the same thing that they have qualified because if you win a group, you qualify.
That does not mean the group is close, but continue.
All right, yeah, the group is actually close because 75% of the teams in the group, which is a majority, are actually fighting for second place. So the group is actually close, right? So if Atletico Madrid wins that game, yeah, they have a very good chance of going through. I don't see Milan beating Liverpool. So it's actually
If
it's
it draw,
actually
what
going to be
happened?
a very
Your
tight.
draw comes what happened?
Go again
If it draw, what happened?
with Atletico and Porto.
Yeah.
Well, Porto is on 5 points.
Atletico is on what?
Atletico is on
4?
4. Yes.
4.
And Milan is on 4 also.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. The group is
The
very
last
close.
game for Milan was what? They got a late winner or something like that, wasn't it?
Yep, against
Yeah, they
Atletico.
won.
1-0,
They
yeah.
won. Yeah.
Juna
Right?
Messias.
Yeah. So as I said, I expect that game to be a very tight affair because neither team will want to lose, especially with the fact that they know that the next team that can qualify is playing the team that has already gone through in Liverpool, right? So I think both teams are just gonna set up to basically score on the counter, to basically nick the game. So if I'm going probably with 3 goals most in the game. Atletico 2-1.
Wow. Kems, what say you?
Atletico hasn't really been playing, any blow me away football, even though, but I just think, if it's any point in time that, they should really and truly show their class, it would be now, because there's no other time than now. So I think Atletico will get this win. I'm not convinced by Porto. So I think Atletico will nick this one. They'll play the regular boring football, and then they'll nick one at the end. So I have Atletico 1-0.
All right, Demo.
Yeah. So in a group where second place is close, I think I was scrolling through and I saw Atletico is down to one fit centre back. I don't know if the producer can look it up for me, but I'm sure I saw it. That Atletico is down to one fit centre back right now, and I think the Savage brother is like it's really tough on them right now. But I think they have too much quality going forward. I think that they will win the game. I think they'll win 3-1 actually. So 3-1 to souped up Stoke City.
All right, Ryan.
The game is where in Portugal.
Yes, sir.
So 1-1.
Okay.
True.
Next game in the group is one that interests a lot of people. I'm going to start with Liverpool, man, because this man has stated that FSG or whatever they're known as, who actually owns Liverpool, wants the moolah. So they'll keep on want to win the group and win it with a perfect record. Now, with that in mind, and with also AC Milan chasing the qualification spot, being at home, how do you see your team stacking up against them tomorrow?
Yeah, so one of the other things that the guys want to play for is that if this Liverpool teams finishes perfect in the group, it will be the first Liverpool team to ever do that in the Champions League. So they have that on their mind as well, and everybody's coming out saying that they want to do that. We're going to expect changes. Jurgen Klopp said that there'll be changes. He's expecting a lot of changes, he said, but I'm not expecting a lot of kids to play. I think Tyler Martin will play in midfield, but you're going to see fringe players like the Oxley Chamberlains, Origi, and these players. So it's not really a fully laden kids team. Probably Nico Williams have a play right back and that kind of stuff. Other news was that there was no Thiago, Jota, or Henderson training before they left, so I don't expect to see them involved in the game either. So you're going to see Milner coming back, so Milner will probably play. So it's not going to be a lot of kids, but you're going to have a lot of fringe players and a sprinkling of kids in there.
Joe Gomez is back now.
Yeah, he's back as well. He was training with Naby Keita, so they might see some minutes. But I definitely know Tsimikas is going to start and Origi and them guys. So
And Salah will play as well.
no, Salah not start. He might come on if anything, but he's not
Gomez is back for
starting.
his starting centre back position.
What starting centre back position?
Yeah, the one that by
Buzz.
Matip.
yeah. So Gomez is back.
Buzz.
Van Dijk.
Matip is the second best defender at Liverpool after Van Dijk. So
No,
Van Dijk won't be playing that game. So I'm expecting Konate, and I don't know if Gomez is fitting up, but would I expect Konate and somebody else to play?
Okay. Kems.
Oh, so by the way,
If,
Liverpool winning 2-1.
if Demo stay true to what he said and all Clochigi and those players, it's gonna be 1-1.
Okay. Shakes.
I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw.
Okay. Ryan.
I know based on their history, I don't see Liverpool wanting to lose to AC Milan. So I'm going to go 1-1.
Okay. And now I'm going to stick with you on this one, Ryan, because as you pointed out earlier, your team hasn't automatically won their group. So you're coming up against Zenit. And Zenit is already secure a place in Europa, so they have nothing to play for. Do you think that you guys will beat them?
Yeah, we have to win that game. Even though we're top of the group right now, we need, because Juventus is going to beat the other team. Malmo is it, yeah? So
Yeah.
I'm expecting that to happen. And if that happens and we don't beat Zenit, then we'd have beat Juve for no reason at all. So, and with Zenit already qualifying, well, nowadays teams nowadays I don't really see them dropping them guard that much. Anyway, so we still have to go out there and play proper football to beat Zenit. So I'm going with us winning 2-1. I don't expect it to be easy.
What say you on this one, Shakes?
Zenit is a very tricky game, but based on the fact that Chelsea would be looking for a reaction, I'm gonna go for a Chelsea win. 3-1.
Kems, what say you?
If I remember well, they the first leg they beat Zenit 1-0
Yeah.
at Stamford Bridge, and they were struggling in that game. So this is no walkover. And Ryan came on the podcast after that immediately and said, "Hey, at least we get 3 points." So, but I can't honestly, I can't see Chelsea. I can't see Chelsea struggling anymore. So I think they'll win this game. I think they'll win 2-0.
All right, Demo, what say you?
Yeah, I'm going for a 2-0 scoreline as well. I expect Lukaku to dominate in this game. He'll probably get both goals.
That
All right,
one not even that one not play.
nothing much to talk about in Juventus game because they already established that they're going to beat up Malmo. Malmo is a garbage team, and I'm
Both
still
of
carrying,
Furlong.
I'm still carrying feelings for Chelsea because Chelsea cost me a lot of money on that game because I had them to score just one more goal in that game and they couldn't do it for me. So yeah, still
What
a
game
carry
that?
feelings
Which game?
against Malmo.
How much you want? Of
All right.
Furlong?
1-0. The game that you won 1-0 against them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
you miss chance after chance after
I don't
chance
even
after.
remember that. Though. That bad, I don't even remember it.
All
Yeah.
I
right. So
remember the
my thing
Furlong.
is, all right. So I noticed a certain guy on here being quiet when it come on to Juventus. A guy who said, "Well, Juventus is going to go ahead and win the Serie A." I don't know if you remember that guy, Levon. He's on set right now. I won't call any names. I want to see if we have any integrity, can put our hands up and say, "I was the one who said
Yeah,
so."
so I said that. What the problem?
Oh, okay. All right. So I've given you an opportunity to
Fedor,
change your mind.
why would I do that?
Because Juventus don't
This
stand a chance.
the
Juventus,
Juventus don't stand a they don't stand a chance to win Serie A. This is what
Man.
I'm saying. This is
they
what I'm
barely have a
telling you.
chance of coming fourth.
Sir.
Juventus. This is them. Juventus is a big team, and they're just going to turn some screws and they're going to win Serie A easy. I was still waiting for it, but I'm
Wait,
just gonna put it
it's
out there.
when the league finish, then we can have a conversation, brother.
So, all right.
So I
So,
don't know why I'm supposed to
Just jot
change
them
my
down,
mind.
integrity commissioner.
huh?
Just jot them down.
Just jot them down. That me are the man for true.
Juventus never stood a chance of winning that league.
I'm right there. Next up is another group that is interesting. We already know that United are qualified, top of the group, can't lose from here. Now, Atalanta and Villarreal going for the next position. Atalanta have been in a red hot form in the league. I believe they're gone like what 6 or 7 games winning streak, and they have been doing it by scoring a lot of goals. And one of the most influential player in that team has been one of Ryan former player, Mario Pasalic. He has been scoring goals for fun for them. And now, do you think they'll get the better of Atalanta from Villarreal, Ryan?
Atlanta, they're at home.
Yeah.
Atalanta is a team that they're going to score goals and they're going to also give up at least a goal. So for this game, I'm going. Villarreal is a tough team, They're very annoying.
This season.
So, but still, I'm going 3-1 Atalanta.
Okay. I'm sure that Devin will actually agree with you on that because Devin had them last time out to win. They were leading and they end up conceding 3 goals against a bug young boys team. No, Kims, do you think Atalanta has what it takes to get that second automatic qualification spot in the group?
Nah, that draw against Young Boys really turned me off from them. I think Villarreal. I think Villarreal will finish second in the group. I think I think it'll be a 2-1 Villarreal victory.
Okay. All right, Dima, what say you?
Yeah, I think the advantage of playing at home, I think Atalanta will get the better of Villarreal in this game. I'm going 3-1 as well.
And Sheiks.
Yeah, Atalanta 2-1.
Okay, and in a dead rubber, Man United taking on Young Boys. Not much to talk about there. Then I just want United to win. No, the
The
producer.
Young Boys still have a Europa's chance.
Huh?
No chance.
They're what, 4 points?
4 points. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no chance.
Okay. So here what I want you guys to do, and I want you guys to do it quickly. I'm going to go to each of you to do it.
Although
So
no lie, they do have a chance.
of qualifying.
Yes, they do. Because if Atalanta loses the match, Tinder has 7 points. Villarreal has 7 points. Atalanta has
Young
6.
boys not
No.
beating
Shakes,
Newcastle.
remember that Villarreal beat Young Boys, so head-to-head will come into questioning.
No, no,
Head-to-head
no,
is
no,
just
no. Hola,
No,
hola.
it matter about Europa. It matter about
No,
Europa.
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 Yeah,
Yes.
they still have a
Because
chance.
Ryan asked if they have a chance.
They
So
still
I'm
have a
saying
chance.
yes, they do.
Well,
So they have something to play for. So it's not a dead rubber.
okay. So here what? Yeah, a lot of people out there that actually do betting. Now, Dima is a man who said that he doesn't bet, but I still want him to give his insights on this. So I'm going to go around the table and get the best 5 picks from each of you, so the bettors can put their money on. Because I see a lot of people saying that they have a 3 grand and a 5 grand. They want to put on 5 teams across tomorrow and Wednesday. So Kems, I want your best 5 picks, and these picks mustn't be under $50. Anything under $50, I'm going to throw them through the door. Go ahead.
It's your business.
And the producer can give you the odds for the games if you don't mind.
For the Champions League, you want them for
Yes, sir.
tomorrow?
Sure.
Or
On
Across
Wednesday.
both days.
both days? All right. So we could start with tomorrow. Zin?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me give you some soup. All right. First soup.
Some soup.
First soup, right?
Mm-hmm.
PSG and over 2.5. Easy.
What's the odds on that?
Only odds. More than $50.
Wonderful.
Atletico Madrid to win. More than $50. That's $1.75.
And you call that soup?
And you call that
That's a
game soup?
soup.
Against
Yeah, that's a
Porto?
soup.
My pata got turn over then. Devin, ensure that you check down these two, you know.
Yeah, man, that's a soup. Real Madrid and over 1.5.
That's
That's a
it, not
soup.
nice odds. Nice odds.
That's a soup. Chelsea and over 1.5. That's a soup.
Nice odds as well, because Chelsea getting what, $50 to win.
Yeah.
That's for one
And
more.
then Villarreal win or draw. That's a soup.
Crazy guy. This is a crazy guy.
That's
But
a, you want to win money, our boss?
yo, I'm going to bet on it. You see any of them not go through, make sure you refund me my cash. Argument done. Shakes, what's your 5?
Oh, my 5. From the matches, PSG.
Damn.
PSG win and over 2.5. The RB Leipzig Man City game. Look for both teams to score.
2.5 GG that.
Yeah, and 3 or more goals are over 2.5. Another match would be Milan and Liverpool. Both teams to score in that game. That should pay over
Wow.
1.5.
Nice.
That's what, 3?
Mm-hmm.
Another team. Can you say over the 2 days? So Atalanta, Villarreal, both teams to score again. And lastly, Salzburg and Sevilla, both teams to score again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Demo, you're a man that I know that don't follow up these things. You know? That's
I
why the
have
producer.
no clue what that's about,
Listen. The producer is on hand to help you out on this. So, producer, just give him the
brother.
odds for these
I'm
games.
just going to tell you 5 games who we think are going to win,
said
brother.
earlier on that is that he think that Liverpool will win the game, right?
Mhm.
That's what he said earlier.
Liverpool is selling at
Liverpool
$3.
is selling at $3.30. So in
Wow.
other words, if you put 5,000 on that for Liverpool
15
to
grand
win,
that in a
that's
boss.
$15,000 basically.
Not even 15, it's more
That's
than
more than
15.
18,000.
18,000 for Liverpool to win with a 5 grand.
So and that can be any score. They just have to win.
Just
Just
win.
a win.
Yeah.
And
So all right. So that's a sure pick. That's a sure pick. Pick the Liverpool. Tell me where the Bayern and Barcelona want to know, cause
Nice as for
the
Bayern.
Bayern and the
just
Bayern
put
is
that as
$1.
$1.64. So nice
Okem
as
just put it a while ago. Our Sheiks just put it. Oh, wait, let me tell you. By
Both teams to score.
hold on, the Bayern plus 3 goals. That's where it go.
The Bayern to
Brother,
win.
me not understand this.
yeah man.
And Deem, I'm going to give you one, right?
But
Just
Bayern plus
go along
3
with
goals.
Porto to win.
What?
Go along with Porto to win. Porto odd is $2.65.
Porto?
Porto
Yeah,
versus
to beat
Atletico.
No, that's not sure. Nobody pick that. That's not sure.
Suicide.
Alright, so
That's not gonna happen.
you've gone what 2 so far. What think about Atalanta?
Go on the Leipzig and Man City game too. That's going to be a lot of goals.
Correct.
Okay, so that's 3.
So,
Demo, you can go Wolfsburg Lille.
brother, wanna stop telling me for go now? Yo, I can explain myself very well, you know.
2 more Dio.
Hold on there. Must say Atalanta Villarreal already?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not say that yet.
No.
Atalanta Villarreal. Atalanta to win with 2+ goals. I don't know if that's an option, but may I say it.
Yeah, it's an option, man.
And then what at 4?
1.5.
Yeah.
And then 4. What the Real Madrid Inter Milan game say?
No
What
fans.
they funny? No, as in,
Real Madrid to win $2.25 Inter
yeah, just do that. Just do that. I don't really want to hear nothing else.
Yes,
Just
Real Madrid to win.
Real Madrid to win. Vinicius Junior on fire.
Okay. Ryan, what's your 5?
All right, Dortmund, Besiktas, you expect goals from that one. RB Leipzig, City, PSG, Bruges. Let me see again. Juventus, Malmo. What's the odds for Juventus?
Cheap.
That must be very low. How much?
You
Dollar
just
50,
picking
alright.
goals, Ryan.
So that qualify, eh?
You just picking goals.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And Atalanta, Villarreal.
Come on, Patriots.
Alright, so here what? Since as I let you guys give your 5, I'm going to give 5 as well. I believe Atalanta will win that game. So I'm going with Atalanta to win and 1.5. That's enough odds. Bayern again to win and over 2.5. I also think that Chelsea is going to beat Zenit and beat them by over 1.5 easily. For some reason, I want to say Liverpool, but I'm kind of running away from it. But I'm just going to work with my instincts. Liverpool to win. I can't give up on that $3.30 odds, man. That is too nice to not take up. It's just like the other day when I saw what Palmeiras getting $5.50 against a
They
team
say
with
mega your box.
Shakes. Listen, man. The other day I saw Palmeiras, who is 3rd in the league, getting $5.60 against a team who is in 17th position. You think me can leave that alone?
You just have to
Instant
put something
man,
on
and
it.
Palmeiras beat them up 3-1.
You just have to
So
put something on it.
I'm going with Liverpool to win this one. And final game, a scattered one. But I think that Leipzig against City will be plenty goals. So 2.5 GG easily.
Yep.
That's it. So we reached the stage of the show where I'm just going to run around for 30 seconds with all of you guys. So I'm going to start it. Ryan, your 30 seconds.
Expect good games tomorrow, even though it's the last day. Most teams qualify for them various positions already. But normally when it's the last day, goals happen. So I expect goals to happen tomorrow. And on Wednesday, India beat up New Zealand easy.
Wicked.
It was embarrassing for New Zealand, 62 and nothing much after again in the second innings. So it was an easy win. Even though they had a record, they set a record in terms of a guy getting our 10 wickets. You said 30 seconds, okay, 30 seconds finish. So the other man, them who love talking of can go on now.
That one,
Patel.
I'm limiting them 30 seconds each. Dima, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to take the time to big up Klachigi, awesome goal given the points we need. I also glanced over while there and I saw brilliant stats popping up of the Grizz who are now fourth seeded 14 and 10 and doing excellent work without Ja Morant in the starting lineup at this point in time. We're now fourth here. I may say I'm not a Grizzly fan, I'm a Ja Morant fan. But they're now 14 and 10, and when Jones plays for them, they have not trailed this season and they're 5-0. So people are out there saying that the Grizz won't make the playoffs. They don't understand the basketball at a high level. So I'm just putting it out there.
I'm just putting it out there that if you want to discuss basketball, come on the basketball show. Your 30 seconds, shakes.
Boy, I don't have anything to say tonight.
All right, just a team viewer.
Wow.
All I will say is big up
Team viewer.
Team Viewer, right?
Van de Beek.
No, bro. Team Viewer is the coach of Manchester United.
Yes, sir. So
Yes,
Kim's
he's
your
building a team, right?
Kim's
So
your
the
30
Team Viewer.
seconds. You're muted.
You hear me now? All right. It seemed like the Grizzlies is doing a lot much better without the quote unquote superstar Ja Morant. They're blowing
Nonsense.
out they're blowing out teams by 73 points without Ja Morant and all of them. But anyway, I want to touch on to I see the Patriots playing right now. They're playing against the Bills and the quarterback only threw the ball one time. They're running the ball down the Bills' throat. It's wonderful to see. And my Lakers get 2 days off. We touch about the court on Wednesday, against the Boston Celtics. We're 12 and 12 right now, not looking good. But if Memphis is 14 and 10, we have nothing to worry about because we know Memphis can't finish above us.
I'm glad
Man
that you
say,
pointed that.
but 12 and 12, and him not say we see him in there.
I'm glad that you mentioned Patriots, man. Go my boy Mac Jones because I hear people kind of want that done for Mac Jones, But you see, once you have a superstar coach like Bill Belichick, you know that wonders can be
Hey,
worked
man.
with Mac Jones fella.
Yep. Yep.
But I'll save that. I'll let the NFL guru save that for a show on Saturday. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting Sports Frenzy. Keep on liking, subscribing, and sharing our content so it can be recommended. Remember that what? There's 6 days gone in this month already, so there's 25 more days to go. And our target is 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year.
Yes,
You can
sir.
make it happen. We can make it happen. I know Shakes has over 1,000 patients that visit him on a daily. So Shakes, get all those patients to actually subscribe to the thing.
Shakes would be a millionaire by now.
Who said he isn't?
Yeah,
Good
yes,
Exactly.
yes. A humble millionaire.
Demo has a whole lot of links like a chain. Demo need to do the same. Get all his people to actually subscribe to the thing because Demo has been over his place for a long while. So Demo can't tell me saying a whole heap of links. Ryan, you're a man that travels the entirety of Jamaica. You can't tell me say you can't get 10 people every area where you go. As a matter of fact, good one, producer. Get all your comrade friends them to subscribe to the channel. And Kems, I sometimes refer
Chill
to you as
out.
Salaman, but I'm not going to do that tonight. So, Kims, I know that you have a lot of links as well, a lot of friends. You're a George's old boy, you're vast prep and all of that. You can tell me that you can get at least 100 people for us.
True,
So,
man.
guys, just do the right
Yeah.
thing.
Plus, he's a diplomat. Don't
But
leave
me
that.
not understand. So what if I tell you that 250 subscribers are people who are my links? Me not
200.
understand. We don't know
200.
who bring in who.
Yeah, but I can easily debunk that, because I can point out one person that follows this channel that gave me at least 100 subscribers.
Wow, all right.
There's a female in this comment section that comments almost every night that gave me about 100 subscribers.
All right, all
But
right.
She
guys,
deserves
just
a
keep on.
trophy.
Go again?
She deserves a trophy.
Yeah, man. And big up to
The
the
one with
producer.
the citrus last name?
Wait, what?
The one with the citrus last name?
My word. Ryan, why you have to do that?
But big up to
She
the
deserves a
producer, Josh,
trophy.
to make this possible. Thanks to Kims, thanks to Shakes, thanks to Dima Red for being here. Until next time, which will be tomorrow. Stay safe, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. and have a
Mad.
peaceful one.